He's a good guy.
He's a good guy because once he was done, he said, "You want me to bring the thing over?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So he brings it over, and he took care of it. So I wrangled cable, and it's just like bang, bang, bang. And I think it was slightly underpowered for how much we got, but a little work and it did it. So I gotta say, snowblower, big thumbs, absolutely. I don't own one, but I was really glad. So I decided that he needed a case of beer. So that's
fry away home.
Yeah.
We are frying away home.
What's that?
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Good to see you.
The noises you're hearing are in fact this
It's the air fryer.
lovely device behind us, which is in fact an air fryer. We've been talking about this recently, and what do you know? Somebody decided to make a gift to this one.
Yay!
Early birthday.
I love it. Okay, finding you on YouTube. Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am, and Great Food and Beverage. And yeah, Alan and Elizabeth, right? I think I got that right. Hi, everyone. So, behold the air fryer. I'm so happy about it. We also got...
You're beholding it already because it's noisy.
We also got the
snack dispenser.
It dispenses 3 snacks.
3 kinds of snacks.
We're choosing. We've got habanero almonds, cracked pepper pumpkin seeds,
Those
and
really
M&Ms in there now.
Super. So, as a matter of fact, I think I'd like a handful of those.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
Yep.
So yeah, we oh, bar snacks. Yeah. Oh, good. Gettysburg, ma'am. I'm glad you think so. So we're trying 2 things tonight that we haven't tried yet. We have used the air fryer a few times and love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really it did very well with the 2 things we tried.
We love you too. Thank you.
I gotta say, we're gonna try fried chicken and stuff like that and see how it rocks.
I know,
but fries is kind of an acid test, and those really came out.
Fries came out great. Yeah. What was we made Scotch eggs too, and they came out great.
Yeah, and I tell you, it vented all of the oily stuff away from it. All the grease was gone.
So tonight we're trying potato skins and onion rings. I'm a little worried about the onion rings just because of past experiences making battered things. Not in the air fryer.
In the deep oil.
So I'm hoping the air fryer, I'll just be like, oh, yeah, I love it.
I gotta say, you do that kind of stuff at home, and it's a challenge, and it does feel like a mess.
Oh, Gettysburg ma'am loves her air fryer, so
big
awesome.
Fun.
But in the meantime, hi Eric, good to see you.
Super duper.
But in the meantime, let's start with the drink.
Let's start with the drink, shall we? Yes. Oh, and by the way, these snacks are not going in the air fryer, but these snacks are. We got some
well, that's the potato skins.
Potato skins.
So we're going to do those first.
These we just eat. They eat.
I'm more confident about the potato skins because I know famous last words, but there's less that could go wrong, I think. But we'll see. I'm sure we'll find something to go wrong. Anyway, hi Disney for the win.
It's always fun when you do it live, folks.
Oh,
just like 50s TV.
Disney for the win is asking about your pins.
Oh, hello.
You could talk about your pins while I make a drink.
You know, there are fewer there than there were before.
Because he's got a new hat.
The old hat was really giving a bit of grief. It really had been through the ringer. And you know what happens after a while, if you really wear it, and you wear it dancing, and you wear it here and there, and you sweat it and everything like that, it starts to come apart right there. That's what's happening with this guy. If anybody out there knows how to fix a straw hat like that, better than the Band-Aids that I put on mine, then I'm all game. I'm all ears. I mean, I suspect I could probably put some fabric underneath and some glue, and it would hold up. But the material is compromised. So
Peter, that's a great idea.
Got a new hat. Same manufacturer. Happens to be it doesn't say inside anymore. It's a Veggie hat. It literally says, and this is great, original Panama hat, made in Ecuador. Figure that one out later. What do we have on here? We have a fine selection, starting at the front.
All right, well, just real quick, I'm going to say what I'm making.
Please.
Okay, so I'm calling this the Peachy Bourbon Sour. And just real quick, I'm doing 2 ounces of bourbon, a ½ ounce of Giffard Peche-Divine, a ½ ounce fresh lemon juice, and 3 dashes of orange bitters. Then I'm going to shake with ice and strain into my cocktail glass. Now, back to you.
Back to you, Jim.
Back to you, Paul.
There we go.
Okay.
So let's start at the front here. We start with
Don't jinx it.
the liquors and the beers. Actually, we have a fine lineup of the Hams there, the Sapporo, the big can, you know those tall cans, right? Yeah, yeah. Still listening? Feature right up front. And the Valentine India Pale Ale, though that is excellent. I haven't seen that in the market in a while. I think it's still being made. I got to ask my local. Move right into the Trader Vic selection. We have the Mai Tai, the Comet Mai Tai. And then we have the Drums of Coup, which we actually premiered on the air several years back at Vic's Emeryville. That was great. That was awesome. It was so great. But then we have, what was this one called again? This was the Shark Bite or...
Yeah, that was at Mother of Pearl.
Mother of Pearl.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. They are a victim of this stuff. And they made something called the Shark Bite. And it was in that shark mug, Dynasty mug. And they mixed it up, put it together, and then they like dashed it with like corn syrup with red food coloring. So it was all bloody. It was great. It was a freaking mess. But it was a really good drink. And I missed that, and I missed that. They were really good, nice place. I got Deadhead Pin, which I think we got.
Hi, Earl.
Swipe Bag, maybe. This is very cool. It really looks like this whole pile of skulls.
Oh no.
Clement, of course, is a fun friend.
Earl says the guy I work for left his hat on the combine, forgot about it, and it ran through the combine. No fixing that straw. No.
I know what a combine does to straw, so I will assume the same. Oh.
It's the same logic as take your time, but hurry up.
Yep. So what else is going on here? Pauhana. Now, where did that come from? Who actually is dishing that one out?
Waitiki. Tim from Waitiki gave us
Coolina Rum Works.
Hi, Robert.
Anyway,
Good to see you.
There's this whole daiquiri-looking thing happening there. I got a little soda cap that simply says, kind of looks like a Pepsi cap. All it simply says is, all I wanted was a Pepsi. And you get that reference because. And that's all I need to say to anybody about anything. Elijah Craig looks like this over here, an old-fashioned.
Oh, I got extra.
Nice. Spinning around, we have our Bewitched. So to Bewitched Be Wednesdays, we have Bewitched herself there spinning around. And then the Buckland Gallery of Witchcraft and Magic. They go hand in hand, of course. And then starting with the records, High Tide Records.
Speaking of Cleveland.
High Tide Records.
Robert's in Cleveland.
Sunnyside 5. I wonder if he's watching tonight, right? And then we have Southern Culture with the famous Brainhead. Oh, it's fantastic. Obviously, the music side is a little underrepresented. I haven't been to some shows. So let's see about that.
Yeah.
If your band wants to be featured here, and you happen to have an enamel pin.
COVID's put a real damper on live musical performances.
Let me know.
Oh, hey.
We are preheated. You want to put this stuff in there?
Told him I've been through a combine before. Okay. Cheers. I'll share my recipe again in a minute.
Let's get some food on. I will mix.
Okay, so we got to put it on for 5 minutes. All right, so I'll tell you what I did as soon as I put them in.
Okay, what do you do? Is this your spritz?
Yep.
Okay. So first you do. All of you, for our people who are old pros at this, are going to say, oh, we know how to do this.
I'm not. This is only my 4th time using it.
You're very directional with that stuff. So, just a little bit of canola spray.
All right.
Canola spray. I used it today to make the bar snacks and eat them away.
All right.
There we go.
Lost a bacon bit.
Is that terrible? Yeah, that stinks. Absolutely. I got to work on that one. But you started saying the other day, like somebody needs to write a song called Canola Spray, a la Weird Al, to the tune of Canola again.
I did say that.
The other day, this morning, really early. I woke up early and was taking care of things in the kitchen. I put on the morning show. What do I hear? OMD. Not that song. Different song. It's like, this means something.
But hold on.
Anyway, you take care of biz, I'll take care of drinks.
Fell out of this one.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Rip off.
I got to put on.
Pardon me?
Okay, I see 5 minutes on there.
There we go.
All right.
All
right. Well, this one got a little messy. You know what? I need a spoon. Could you give me a spoon, please?
A spoon?
Yeah.
Are you sure you need a spoon?
Like a bar spoon or something?
Bar spoon's right below you.
I know, but my hands are full.
Could you get it for me? Yes, I can get you a bar spoon.
Thank you. I'm a little busy.
You're just saying.
All right. I got it.
Let me move this out of the way.
I'm not going to reach into the 350-degree air fryer with my bare hand.
Don't do it.
All right.
In more words of Grandmaster Flash, don't do it.
I haven't had that many drinks.
No.
Okay.
No, don't do such things. So I'm going to make a little something myself, and I think I'll also make a whiskey drink. Like you had a whiskey drink, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Get some schwitz out of here.
All you do is bake potatoes, cut them in half, scoop most of it out, sprinkle with cheese and bacon bits if you like, and then put it in the air fryer for 350 degrees for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
We'll see what happens.
Basically, everything's cooked and just needs to melt in. And there you
Hi,
go.
Satellite. Good to see you.
Hello. So that's the skins. It sounds like one of those things where you make mashed potatoes and you've got the skins left over and you say, what do I do with this stuff? Well, there's still plenty of substance in there, so you make potato skins. So anyway, I'm going to make a whiskey drink as well. I'm also using bourbon. Do you use bourbon?
I did use bourbon.
I use bourbon. I'm using bourbon. I have a variety of liquors behind me, but only 2 kinds of whiskey. And let's see here. 2 ounces.
Oh yeah, negative land dyspepsy.
Ah, there we go.
Hi, David. Hope the power drain isn't too much. Yeah.
There we go.
Me too.
And half an ounce of grenadine. I think I can measure that by eyeballing. That sounds fair. This grenadine doesn't look that red because we make it ourselves, but it is so much better than the stuff that's very red. So that's why we make it ourselves.
Gettysburg Man did salmon in the air fryer this evening. That sounds good.
Sounds literally to me.
Mm-hmm.
Need about a half ounce of, this is lemon?
Yes.
Okay, lemon juice.
You know what, while you do that, I'm going to go grab a trivet. Pardon me. I'll be back.
Now, the original formula, this is, by the way, the wort 8 I'm making. I haven't mentioned that before. I'm moving quickly, and who knows. I'm going to give this a taste to see if this is sweet enough. This calls for some sugar syrup. I don't think it really needs it. No, but if you wanted to make this and you said, oh, it's a little tart, add a little sugar syrup. What the heck? Meanwhile, grab me some cubes. This is a little classic that dates from, either 1892 or 1910, somewhere in there. And the wort 8, in its reference there, I believe, is Boston's ward, and this is a political drink, and etc. And it's kind of a classic drink. And then you look at it, and you're like, there's 3 things in there, maybe 4. It's like, that's it. That's it. Classics is classics.
Bye.
So we're going to actually add a little bit, just because I like to do such things.
Sit it down. All right.
A little bit of the 1821 bitters tincture. This is the ginger lemon. I think that this will actually punch this drink nicely. So I'm going to add a dropper worth, about a half dropper worth. Ahimsa. Give this a shake. Shake it up. Hey, come on. Get a good seal there.
Sometimes you don't get a good seal.
Oh, this smells good. Okay. There we go.
That's it. I feel like it just smells like the air fryer.
It's smelling very much like bar food to me. Pub snacks. I'm smelling pub snacks.
That's what I was going
for. Pub snacks, in particular, like sort of like baking.
Oh, I smell it now. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
baking fry thing and cheese. The cheese in particular is coming through.
So for those of you
very
just
aromatic.
joining us, we're making potato skins in the air fryer, which we've never done before. So we decided to do it on live video because we like to live on the edge.
Let's work without a net, shall we? Chilled glass. Sounds like a good idea. Doesn't it?
Yeah, we like to work without a net.
Strain into your cocktail glass. This probably might have originally been intended to be very red. The glass is quite full,
Wow.
too. How about that?
Do you need a straw?
Oh, none need to do such things. Careful lifting. Take a draft. That's very nice.
Do you want to try mine?
I would be glad to try yours.
Try
I'm going to give
if I
a
can
little
try
feel mine
yours.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Because
We got the lemon power.
I want to give that a little.
Okay.
Now, this flavor on this is going to be slightly different because I added the bitters. So, punch the lemon, and the ginger I thought would
good.
not harm anything whatsoever, and it didn't. So there you go. Honestly, it looks like we had the same damn drink. It's funny. There are similarities, but yours definitely has different things.
Man, I kind of want a Manhattan now.
Oh,
maybe
really?
the bourbon talking.
Might be the bourbon talking, but maybe I'm interested in more bourbon. So there's the kick. So,
Stephen Wright. I love Stephen Wright. Oh, Gettysburg Man says there's a bit of a learning curve with the air fryer. Yeah.
Well, it's like when you buy a bag.
Yeah, I can see that.
You get those bags of frozen vegetables, cook in bag, and they say cook for 5 minutes. You do it, and then the broccoli's really limp.
Lisa, there has to be a drink called Man of War. I'll look it up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there must. Oh, or Paul can look it up at Mr. Boston.
This is the 60s Mr. B. Let's see if they are featuring
Mr.
something.
B. Hi, Devin.
Hey, that's
Good
right,
to
Mr.
see
B.
You.
No Man of War here. We have resources.
That doesn't mean that there isn't
I'm
one.
not down yet. Let's see.
I ain't down yet. It's a song from Unsinkable Molly Brown. You theater geeks out there know what I'm talking about.
What?
Oh, thank you, Devin. So, the suspense is killing me. How will they come out? We'll find out in just a minute. I have... Well, I was about to say I have more hope for the potato skins than the onion rings, but who knows?
I should be keeping these back here at the library. You know?
Yeah, because there's so much room back
There's
here.
room back there. We'll start with a classic, The Bartender's Guide. Capture.
Oh, we're making... Devin, right now we're making potato skins, and they're going to be ready in a second. So.
The other day we made the French fries. That's a real acid test of such a device, of course. They came out really well. All of you out there have probably done fries. They're like, oh yeah, they're good.
They were so good.
They don't look like the picture. The picture makes it look like they're totally brown on all sides. No, but they're really soft. They were totally cooked.
We could do it longer.
I mean, I cooked the fries on the grill out there. I can usually get the griddle top,
Reese
actually.
cup therapy.
And I can usually get them to be a little brown, but you have to keep turning them. They don't tend to look like those fries from the deep fryer, but they're so good. So I'm like, done.
Okay, I gotta make some space.
So we took that and made Greek salad fries, which was
so good.
Damned awesome.
So good.
Great to have a device that will do that indoors without having to like throw half a gallon of hot oil at it.
I'm putting the onions
because we have a deep fryer too. We've used it. We've used it fairly recently to do an episode, and you know,
moment of truth.
I can't stand the anticipation.
They look okay. All right.
Patient.
Glad I got the trivet.
Still looking. We're going to go with Patrick Gavin W. He's a classic guy, originally published in the 30s, I think. Yeah. He was sort of a gay 90s bartender, I think even before that era. So he's got some really ancient things.
Yeah. You know what? It'll be easier this way. I hope. You want one or two?
I'll take one to start. Okay. That's for you.
Okay.
Yeah. You get pink plate.
He knows I want the pink plate. All right. You get this one.
You get something there to eat with.
All right, so I'm just going to take the rest of them out of here.
Yeah.
Put them on the tray because we need to fry our onion
rings. Now that's a real acid test too. And onion rings are the sorts of things that I like. We have done in the deep oil. It's a bloody mess. And then at the end of all that, I have a few of them. I'm like, I'm kind of saturated. So I think, I'm looking forward to something that might be a little less heavy because I like them a lot. But if I order them at a place, I really, two of them and I'm done. So it's kind of like, I want one of your onion rings. Get us some of my fries. It's more like that kind of thing.
We don't want to leave
4 to 8, recommended.
Bacon bits in the bottom.
Simple, good. Meanwhile, I'm still looking to Mr. Duffy, checking out the Man of War. He does have a good index here. And if there was such a thing, he'd probably have it. There is not here. We keep going.
I find it hard to believe there wouldn't be a drink called Man of War.
A hell of a lot of drinking lore comes to us from the racetrack.
Oh, boy, we're falling behind.
Oh, yeah, it's there. It's there. Don't worry. Sorry, I'm not ignoring anybody, but I'm still checking out this exciting question. Let's see. My time. Manhattan. Margaritas. Margaritaville.
Hi, Knick-Knack Twin.
I got a Manhattan. And a Mandarin, and a Malibu Bay Breeze, and a Mai Tai, but no Man of War. This is the Playboy Bar Guide, Thomas Mario. This is an edition, I think, from the 90s.
The YouTube
a little
comments
thicker
are hilarious.
than usual. This was originally published in 1971. And this was just revised. They added a bunch of stuff. This is quite a good kind. There's a lot of really good advice in here, and not to be overlooked. Now,
all right, I just want to say I'm adding
however,
a little bit of onion to my potato skin. And let's add some sour cream to our potato skins.
Next, let's turn to Esquire. Speaking of which inspired Playboy in the first place, Esquire drink book is circa 1956. Check it out. There's a lot of really great stuff in here. And there's food too. There's also the Esquire entertainment book. What do they call it? Handbook for Hosts is what that's called. I think there's 3 different Esquire books. There's a whole thing about food and wine from the 70s. A lot of fun. You know, we find these things, unfortunately missing the dust jacket, but it's got this great martini on the cover.
Oh.
So hells.
All right, everyone's talking amongst themselves. I love it.
Please, if you would. If there's a man of war out there, you figure Esquire's got it. And the survey says, Mandarin, Manhattan, Maraschino, Mark, a man of war. What's up with it?
All right.
Why isn't there? Now we got to make a man of war.
All right, we need salt, which I will go grab.
You grab.
But otherwise,
I'll talk amongst the folks.
These are a winner.
Winter chicken dinner. They look done to a turn, and well, hells, you know. And it's not like they need to be deep fried. Okay, so final 4. We're checking the newest Mr. Boston, much thicker than the one I was using just a minute ago, to see if perhaps this is a contemporary drink, because there's a lot of new content kicking around in here. And survey says
the Tranquilizers music video. Oh, Eric.
Oh, hello. Well, that was a hell of a lot of fun. And of course, it's full of pills. So there you go. Tranquilizers. Who was the composer on that again? I forget.
Bud McCreary.
Bud McCreary. Yeah. Special material. It was originally.
It had gone out of copyright.
Yeah, and I verified that. I verified that by looking at the copyright records.
Yeah. We're like, wait a minute, it's not in copyright? Hello.
Okay, for all you fans of how do you know such things?
For all you fans of copyright law.
This is circa 1957. It was originally, you saw it published in 1958 in the copyright books. There's a guy's name, and etc. I don't think they referenced who sang it. It was originally sung on record by Dodie Goodman. Her version is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, of course, we had to cover it. And we were wondering, is there any issue with copyright? Well, the original copyright laws were you got 28 years, and then you have to renew. So I went 28 years later into the 70s, took a look, and, or was it 23, something like that? And I looked at those books all over. It was not renewed.
Lisa found the Man of War cocktail. David found the Man of War cocktail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, named for a racehorse.
Yeah, these racing things.
That's like the...
I'm looking at Mr. B. I'm looking at Esquire and Playboy.
And hello, Chaz.
Nobody's got Man of War?
Good to see you, Chaz.
This doesn't have it either. Wow, okay, so what's the Man of War? Let's check it out.
Oh, really? Oh, my God, that's so funny, Chaz.
Here, let's see more. What's in the Man of War?
You see, look at Caballero on Wiki. Liberace said he stole everything but the flashy rings.
Oh, Caballero.
Oh, Carmen. My God, that's hilarious.
Carmen is actually very... It's very flashy.
David found the recipe, too. All right,
Let's see.
you both did.
Okay, so bourbon.
The potato skins are
Curacao, sweet vermouth,
so happy.
lemon. Okay, so this is a Manhattan variation. You've got the bourbon and the sweet. You said the lemon juice. You suddenly and the Curacao. It's a cross between a Manhattan and a sour, and a whiskey sour. Garnished with lemon peel, brandy, cherry. There you go. That's exactly what that is.
That's what I was going to say, but
sounds good. You might want to make that. Hello. Anyway,
you know what? I think I will make them.
I haven't eaten. What the hell?
I think you'll be very happy with the potato
cheese has gotten really crispy.
Yeah.
All right, I will actually do a few onions, just for giggles.
Yeah, I think you'll be very happy with that one.
A little sour cream because, what the hell. Today calories don't really count.
I don't know if I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. I actually really love that song.
and here I am again.
Two ways to ease the pain.
Here I am again with the anticipation.
I'm
Patient.
not gonna say it. Hi, Keith. Good to see you.
Tell you, this will knock them off. So we're just going to go scoop. I don't flip them. I scoop them. There we go. Away we go. Blah,
All right.
blah, blah.
I think we need to make a Man-O-War.
I think that is 100% up to you because that sounds like your baby. I'm going to give this a tiny bit of salt. It's got some saltiness from the bacon in there, but you thought it might have needed. And we're going to try this at last. They're always searching for Man-O-War. You all found it in like 10 seconds. Jeez. Why am I wasting my time?
I know.
You people are much better than that. So let's see here. But I tell you, all it tells me is that this is just unjustly for like ignored cocktail. What?
Exactly.
It sounds good. I would certainly make something that looks like that.
It's a pleasure to see you too, Keith. Thank you for joining.
No, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. These are done.
Oh.
Wow, they're done so well. How happy we could be. We got a bar snack machine right at the back bar. Hello. What?
I love a good loaded potato too.
Oh.
And this one, the guy scooped a lot of the actual potato out, so we have more potato to use in something.
Now we have mashed potato. Hello.
Exactly.
Potatoes, wow. You can use potatoes and all sorts of things. I've been doing something for breakfast on Sundays. Sundays is always the same breakfast. That I call Spanish American potatoes.
Omelet.
Spanish American omelet. Because why? Because a Spanish omelet is those scalloped potatoes. You have to fry them very specifically. You have to like scoop it this way. I'm like, I got a better idea. I'm just making home fries. I'm throwing them in the pan, fry them up, throw in the eggs, and just make this big omelet with all of that business. I always throw in some rosemary. Whatever the hell else I got kicking around, I'll toss in too. And it's just brilliant.
I have to say, I saw a recipe in the New York Times a year or two ago that was a famous chef.
Yeah, I
who
think
works
it was
in a restaurant.
I think it was a guy from El Bulli.
And he used potato chips.
Potato chips.
When he made it. Not in the restaurant, but like for the family meals that they have in restaurants. And
the Spanish omelet
chips.
is awesome.
So we tried it and it worked great.
It's kind of time consuming. So he said, but what you're doing is these little discs of potato chips are already done. It does this, and he says it's brilliant. It was really good.
Exactly. Potato, cheese, bacon, and onions, right? So good.
It's got the 4 food groups.
I will confess, I did turkey bacon.
Time.
I did turkey bacon, and this is vegan cheese because it's the only cheese we had.
So basically, this is totally vegan. Well, except for the bacon,
sour cream, and the turkey. Yeah,
the turkey. Yeah.
But otherwise,
it's totally vegan. That's it.
Yep, I got sour cream on it. We have a little bowl of sour cream over here.
We actually
I'm really into this.
We're thinking originally using yogurt, and we didn't have enough.
Oh yeah, the potato skins they used to sell in the bag. Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. Does everybody remember handicap pub fries?
Mm-hmm.
They're good. They're way too salty, but like most of this stuff, they were actually kind of fun. They were a little different, you know.
Hi, Amy.
Hello. Yes, I will agree with you about certain news orifices out there that are giving you information that might make you go, "Wah!"
Yeah.
So, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Just put that down.
No, I'm really trying to teach myself to step away.
Step away. Back away slowly.
Back away slowly from the news.
And leave the screaming people to scream at themselves.
Exactly.
Done. It's the same information. It's the same thing that will keep you alive in the New York City subway. Back away slowly and leave the screaming people to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Done. And that's it. And that was true when we first moved to the big city years ago, and it's still true today. Gotta say. Subway never really changes. Although suddenly it's clean for the first time ever because they have to disinfect it every 24 hours. I'm like, wow, this kind of smells not bad. You know, I don't ride the subway too much, but when I do, it's good to find that it is not hideous.
I don't want to talk about it because of that poor woman the other day.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
So let's not talk about the subway.
It's a damn thing. It's a damn shame.
Terrible.
Damn shame.
Let's not talk about it.
On our last broadcast, we found out that we'd lost Ronnie Spector. Damn it!
I know.
I've been hearing a lot of Ronnie Spector on the radio, and I got to tell you, a lot of great songs are kicking out. So I got to.
Oh.
So like her legacy is just bang, man.
Eric says that's
awesome.
why there are cat videos. Exactly.
Mm.
Oh, Gettysburg Man used to go to a pub near Philly years ago where they had complimentary pork rinds in the dishes on the bar. Oh my gosh.
Man.
We went to, St. Regis recently. They had just like pub mix, right?
St. Regis?
Yeah, they just regular pub mix.
The pub mix was very good.
It was good.
They make a spot on Negroni that was very well done, Lloyd. And you got a martini, I believe? Or what did you get at the Regis?
I did. I got a martini and then a French 75.
I got one of those too. Oh man, it's always great to order one of those and this just this old school Manhattan bar, and it's like they're like French 75, bang, no questions. They got it.
That place was crowded.
That was crowded. It's a small bar. It's a cool bar. It's a King Cole bar. It has this whole big King Cole motif going in the background, and you're just like all this woody paneling, clubby chairs. You're like, man, I'm home. This is so great. I really, really like a place like that. We're waiting still for the Algonquin to reopen. Wah, wah, wah. It'll be there.
When's that going to happen?
Yeah. Although recently we found out that we were able to get back into Sardi's.
Sardi's reopened. I was so happy. Oh, wait, you're about to lose your napkin.
No, I'm not. Don't move that cord.
Never mind.
Anyway, so Sardi's was awesome because they really weren't crowded. And the bar staff was very interested in serving, so we said yes. So we had a few rounds and some food. It's really that bar is the place that you want to order French 75 because the man will ask you the appropriate question: would you like brandy or gin in that? That's the appropriate question. Okay. They do it well. They do it well. Very
You have to when you search, you have to say, wait, hold on.
They reopened on November 1st, 2021. They are
the hotel, but not the.
Not the lobby. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the lobby bar.
So,
okay.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I guess you can stay there, but.
Standing by.
No, I gotta go into the. I gotta go to the bar.
I gotta go. You got any more skins, or are we moving on to?
Well, I had another one.
You did.
Here.
I'll take it.
Here.
Yeah.
Give me your plate. That's probably
I don't mind
easier.
if I do. It is
okay.
Easier. I will do that. Yeah.
Rather than moving all of this over, would you like?
Give me some skin.
I'm going to give you.
He said,
this
that's antiquated term there.
It amuses me.
Take you back.
It amuses me.
It's just an insouciant little potato.
Yes, it's an insouciant little potato.
Let's see. I'm going to actually salt these first, and I'm trying to salt around the bacon, which is plenty salty. You don't need to salt bacon. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, Earl, I agree with you. I like to stay informed. I don't want to be dangerously out of it, but yeah.
From time to time,
there
you're
are
done.
other things that are more edifying to read.
From time to time, you're done. And you don't really need to anymore. And you can
Hi,
think
Opera. Good to see you.
Hello. Bing.
Hey.
Bing. And a hammer. There we go.
Ooh. This says we enjoyed going... Wait, hold on. Going to a small dive in Monza, Italy that had awesome bar foods. I'd love to hear what you had.
The old country, of course, has all of this great street food and bar food and finger food. It's all about that.
Yes, Peter, Sardi's reopened. And, oh wait. Oh no, Barbara Eden passed away. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Every time we're doing a live video,
somebody has to die. Jeez.
No.
That's not fair.
Ooh, Devin's asking, what's your favorite bar food? I'm going to have to give it to crab rangoon.
Yeah, that's a really great contender right there. That really is. What do you think?
That's a tiki bar food.
I like these a lot.
Bar food? Bar.
At this exact moment, I'm going to say that there are certain establishments out there that will serve you a small plate of deviled eggs. And when I'm at a bar, I'm having some of this. That complements it very well. Great with bubbly, too. So I'm going to go with deviled.
Twiglets. Oh, my gosh. No. I haven't had Twiglets in years, Amy. Oh, that's so fun.
Wow.
From Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, I love it.
Still enjoying this.
Right,
so
I
good.
gotta catch up. I'm falling behind.
In order to make this, otherwise we would have been running back and forth to the oven or the microwave. Here, machine's right on the back bar.
Oh, Eric, that sounds great. Eric says, I gave myself a little Christmas present, an app called Skyview, where you calibrate your device And it shows you what stars and planets are out relative to where you point your device.
Oh,
He
really?
would love that.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll
Yeah,
check that
okay,
out.
he needs that.
That's, I bet it's reasonably priced.
Not that I don't want to know, but he's a far out space nut.
I'm a far out space nut. And when I was a kid, I was supposed to know astronomy, and I'd go out there and I'd look up, and you can see the Big Dipper.
Peter's is mozzarella sticks.
Mm,
I keep seeing all these recipes for mozzarella sticks in the air fryer, and they literally go, open the bag of frozen mozzarella sticks and place in the air fryer. I'm like,
that's not a recipe.
Thanks for that information.
Nice set of instructions. Couldn't have figured that out myself.
Ooh, Devin likes crab rangoon.
The rangoons are awesome. I would have that
any
day of the week. Any day of the week.
Went to a bar expecting like 6 or 9 and got a platter with 70 of them. Oh my God. That sounds like crab rangoon heaven there to me.
At a hotel restaurant at one point. The hotel actually had a Japanese restaurant, and we ordered, people were ordering all sorts of sushi, and I said,
Gettysburg Ma'am, I'm counting on you to find out.
And I managed, I don't know what the hell I don't remember what the hell I said, but I managed to repeat the order that had just been ordered. So everybody ordered like 5 different things, and then they brought that again for us. So we had this massive platter of sushi. I think it was a Crown Royal. I think it was in Fort Lee. And it was during that the New Jersey Tiki Tour. That's taken us back at least 10 years.
Royal?
Yeah, we stayed at a hotel. I think it was Crown Royal. Maybe I'm wrong. But there was a Japanese restaurant.
Crown Royal is whiskey.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Crown Plaza.
Crown Plaza. Oh, the Fort Lee one?
Yeah. Yeah. So I messed up.
No, I know. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
We were at a hotel that had a Japanese restaurant and managed to actually repeat the order. So we ended up with this massive amount of sushi.
I don't remember
and I'm like,
that.
This was all awesome. And I'm like, I can't possibly finish this.
I don't remember that at all.
But we managed to like spread it around. I got it down, and I was like, I don't know how you people felt that I wanted that.
I don't know how many drinks I'd had that day, but I don't remember that at all.
That day?
Oh.
I hadn't had enough.
You gotta check out that app.
I think it was pre-tour.
Oh my gosh. I love to hear what you're planting, Gettysburg Ma'am. That's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to do that, and then I end up blowing it, but maybe not this year.
I have preemptively planted things, and I've seen them come up. It takes a lot of attention that I don't ordinarily have. But if it's very self-sufficient stuff, and I can just put it out there in the cage, and things can grow without being eaten by the rodents, then we're good.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to start planting... It's a little early, but like I know people start seeds and stuff in their basement. It's just, I feel like our basement is, if not, it's not haunted, but I feel like there's some
it's a big
evil force that keeps plants from growing.
Slightly cadaverous. We just don't have good light down there. I found a fluorescent fixture somewhere. I got a new bulb for it. I put it up and I set it up, and I just don't think it's the right light temperature. Although
Eric,
when we bring things in from outside, they do tend to survive for a while. They just get very spindly. So.
Wow, 300 pounds of okra. That's nuts. I would love to harvest 300 pounds of anything.
Okra's not my first place to go.
I like okra.
But I would say that the hot peppers that we do, they tend to thrive because we just put them in the compost. All of our organics, all of them, everything goes into the compost. And right now it's really full and it's frozen solid. So it's not doing anything. But if I could get the thing to break down faster, you end up with some fantastic muck, and the plants are like, gimme, please, more.
I don't remember the Crown Plaza.
I
don't remember the sushi thing at all.
We'll have to actually discuss and see if we dredge something up from the memory. It's a long time ago by now.
I guess.
But I remember it was a really nice restaurant. The food was excellent. And for some reason, like, I must have said, repeat this or something, and the gal just said, okay, and brought me everything that had just been ordered. And suddenly it's just like this massive ladder of food. I'm like, I didn't want all that.
Oh, turnips. I love that idea.
Okay,
no, we're not sure. Yeah, this is not substantiated, David.
Unsubstantiated remark.
Okay. All right, so no one's reporting anything, so I guess she's fine.
Maybe
knock on wood.
Knock on the old wooden head.
Barbara, but
maybe
it sounds like she's fine. Okay,
anyway,
good.
Folks. So,
ooh, I like the grapevine thing, Eric.
Oh, grape jelly. Now we're talking.
Grape jelly. Okay, good. All right, good. No one's reporting on Barbary.
Maybe somebody jumped the gun out there. People are always trying to be the first one to report it, as if that's like a big, okay,
good.
Big dance card. Big check off your dance card there. Yes. It's like, I reported her dead first. Jeez.
Yeah, there's nothing to be proud of
cadaverous.
There. No, that's terrible.
No pride. No pride. Seriously. Putting this aside for the moment because there's more to come. Shall we?
I need to.
Shall we get some
preheat? Wait, no. Hold on, no. That did not happen. Okay.
Oh, that did.
All right.
Yeah, it did that before. This thing's freaking out for stupid reasons.
Okay. The onion rings. My recipe disappeared for a second. I was like, no, that didn't happen.
Wrong.
All right. So, do you think we need to preheat? I feel
pretty hot.
It's pretty hot.
It was just heated.
Okay. So, I think.
Have a few M's. Excellent idea. This.
All right. It's pretty darn clean.
Kind of great to have this in the background.
We need to do it at 400, which is as high as it goes.
Yep.
All right. Yep. So I think we need to go get the onion rings out of the freezer.
Shall I retrieve the onion rings?
If you'd like to.
Do we need another spritz of oil in there? Or do you think
do.
It's going okay?
We do.
Right.
I'm going to spritz it, as you would say, with oil. And then we can put the onion rings in and make another drink. Sounds like a plan. Oh, Aubrey's making fries and chicken tenders, vegan chicken tenders, in the air fryer in accordance with tonight's theme. I love it. I love it. We gotta try the chicken tenders. Onion rings. Well, we'll see how they come out, Amy.
The rings.
I grew some loofahs one summer, Chaz says.
Loofahs?
Wow.
Oh, that's different.
That's fun.
We always knew they were grown, but what does it look like? I suspect it's a very cactus-like plant. Here you go. Here are your rings. These have been frozen.
Oh, yeah. It's still not dead. Yes.
Not dead yet.
It's still not dead. Saturday Night Live. Okay.
But when you've got people who are like part of a group, like the Rat Pack, it's just like, well, Sammy Davis Jr. died years ago. And, Frank Sinatra died, so now we're waiting on Dean Martin. That kind of thing. I kind of forget. Did Dean die first or Frank? But it's like 2 out of 3, and then they're just like, Death Watch on Frank Sinatra. And it's like, jeez, what a bunch of ghouls, man.
I used to know this.
Come on, dude. The man was like 85.
You know what? They're telling you to use the tongs and not your fingers, but I'm afraid that it's going to be really
pain in the neck,
messy if I don't use my fingers.
Using my fingers.
So I followed. This recipe said to do all the dunking and everything, and then put it in the freezer. So I did that. So I think that's. It seems to be making the batter stick better. So better. So
the freezer is a pretty good idea. Because otherwise your recipe is like take bag of frozen onion rings, throw in air fryer, and which is ridiculous. It's like freezing actually like
that feels like the lazy way.
Makes things stick. Good idea.
Okay.
My next cocktail is actually just a finger of Irish whiskey.
All right. Well, do you?
Oh, that's so nice. Okay. This happens to be the Glenwood. I think this is there it is, the double barrel. This is a really nice quality product. If you have not tried them, I think they should have pretty good distribution in your area. Check them out.
Okay, you're not supposed to stack these, but some of them are getting a little stacked because there's not that much space.
Ah, shucks.
Okay. But I'm doing my best here. Okay.
So loofahs actually grow really well. Well, that's a totally useful thing. That'd be awesome.
All right, 400 degrees.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, and thank you for following the theme. That's pretty kicker. I tell you.
So how long?
And we're making people hungry over here, by the way. Like onion rings, and we want to go for 11 or 15.
All right. Well, I'm going to say 15 because
what the heck?
I took it off of the.
Ping ping. Yeah.
Okay. Woo.
Oh, there's no beer better onion rings on the West Coast, says Devin. Yeah, I bet that's a constant thing to find in New Jersey. No problem whatsoever. Like, you're not going to find disco fries out there either, but every single New Jersey diner knows what you're talking about. Our local diner knows what I'm talking about. It's not even on their menu. I just say, yeah, you can make disco fries. Yeah, boom. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'm thinking to myself, now what's the issue? Oh, it's because they don't drink beer in Oregon. Yeah, that's what it is. That must be it. The hell, beer battered is like everybody in the world knows how to do that. Jeez. What's these people's problem? Give me some beer butter and onion rings. Sheesh.
All right, if this works.
Excellent. Oh,
if this works, we'll have to bust out the jalapeno ketchup that John gave us.
Oh, yeah. Broccoli stir fry. Oh, we're shaking it.
Ooh.
Veggie chips. You know what?
I love the veggie chips idea.
I want to try, throw some kale in there and see if it, just incinerates. No, that's kind of like the best deployment of kale I can imagine, you know?
What, incineration?
Yeah, incineration. No, just getting it really crispy.
Batter
kale
up.
chips. Mm-hmm. There we go. Well, what do we have here? What's the actual manufacturer on ours?
Dash.
So Dash?
I can find the model number if anyone cares. They make
if
more
you're interested,
than one.
we can find let's look. We actually have a Dash waffle iron, which we've been using, and it has been very good. It works very well, and nothing is sticking, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, you hate Funyuns?
No!
Whoa.
I have a funny story about Funyuns.
Oh, satellite. Okay, so the potato skins came out great. Now we're doing onion rings in the air fryer, so
give us 15 and we're good.
See. It's time for another drink.
I think so.
I think. I'm a poet, that rhyme. And you made cranberry ketchup. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Oh yeah, disco fries. Yeah.
This is crazy. Why the hell doesn't your state whip out the beer batter?
All right, Barbara, you still like good.
Jeez. Okay.
All right.
Rumors.
Yes.
Rumors quashed.
Someone came
right
to us
here.
with a rumor. Which
Yep.
was wrong. Wait.
Yep.
Color outside the lines. Exactly.
You know, if you color outside the lines, God will send you
Oh, Gettysburg Man, me too. I'm a recipe rebel too. Especially, the only thing that I'm kind of I will follow it is baking, because I figure there's science there.
Baking is more chemistry.
Right, but but otherwise.
Cooking, there's a lot of leeway. Deep
recipes.
frying, there's frankly a lot of leeway. You just have to get it to look brown. Boom, done. The heat will do it.
All right.
Grilling is actually, there's a wide leeway in grilling. There's no timing involved. Yes, we do. You know something?
Man of War.
Man of War.
Man of War.
Man of War.
Okay.
Do the Man of War.
I find it.
I will retrieve you the appropriate apparatus.
I gotta scroll back up. Scroll back up for Man of War. Wow, okay, wait. Hold on. I hope it comes up. Uh-oh.
Ding.
Uh-oh. I
go.
hate to ask, because someone who posted Man of War posted again because I can't scroll up that far.
2 ounces of bourbon, I think. Requires the sweet vermouth. I will retrieve that for you. Requires the orange. We do not have that. I will retrieve that for you. You got your ice anyway.
Right. Sorry to ask, but we gotta do that. We gotta post it again.
Do that ding. Can't scroll up. Son of bitches.
Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Devin says, I have no idea, but if I had the money, I'd open a tiki bar that beer batters everything. I'd make a killing. Exactly. Exactly. All right, I want to make the Man of War, but... Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about banana ketchup either, Amy. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to look it up again, too. All right, Man of War cocktail. Hold on. Okay, wait, I found it on liquor.com. 2 ounces bourbon. You are correct.
Not so.
Curacao. Oh, wait. I need. Oh, you got it. Okay. Triple sec. Yeah, you got it. Okay. All right. We're going to do this.
Let's do this.
Oh, I love it, Gettysburg Man. Woman after my own heart.
Yoink.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lisa.
The great thing here.
Like they do at the Minnesota State Fair. Everything fried.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
We have the fried Oreos.
Okay,
they're very good. They're ridiculously sweet and salty.
You need the bourbon.
But,
2 ounces of bourbon. Am I making 1 or 2?
Look one.
What are you having?
And I got the jalapeno ketchup. Thank you, John.
What are you having?
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I might just have a beer.
Sure you don't want me to make two?
Nah, make one. We're talking about all this bar food. Maybe I'll just have myself a beer.
Hi, Doug.
How about a beer? Valentine, baby.
Beer batter chocolate fudge ice cream. I'm sure someone's done it. Okay, 2 ounces of bourbon. We're making the Man O' War that Lisa mentioned earlier this evening. And 1 ounce, oh boy. We'll see how we feel about these proportions, but 1 ounce of Curacao triple sec. I'm using Curacao triple sec.
Mm-hmm.
The recipe says Curacao or triple sec. This is Curacao triple sec. Half ounce sweet vermouth.
Curacao and triple sec are technically different products.
Uh-oh. No.
No.
Oh no.
Did you just spill?
You spilled.
Oh,
Right. I spilled.
No. Oh, no.
Can you clean that up, please?
Okay.
Half ounce fresh lemon juice.
Did we lose all the lemon? Or?
No, I had it.
Good. All right. That will
Thank
actually
you.
rest.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Damn
Lemon
it.
juice.
Crowded back there.
It is half ounce sweet vermouth.
I just added 3/4 of an ounce of Irish whiskey to my glass and I'm filling with Valentine. Boom. Simultaneous drinkage. Happening, dude.
All right. Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass.
There we go. And I got bonus because this is the half quart size.
Wait, I did get everything right. Yeah. Okay.
Hope so.
Oh, you can give me ice.
Oh, of course. Put her back. That's so nice.
We got to clean up behind the bar now.
Right, I'm already cleaning up behind the bar.
I would say it would be sticky, but not as sticky as if it had been something sugary. People use lemon juice to clean, actually.
Frankly, it will actually leave less than it started with. It's an acid.
It'll be lemon fresh. Lemon fresh.
Now we're talking.
Okay, wait. Can you catch us up, please?
I'll be very glad to do such things.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, the box cake, you know, what was that cookbook that was, or was it a show that was like semi-homemade? That was it.
Oh, God, Aunt Sandy.
Start with a mix and then go from there.
Lee.
Yes.
I call her
It was
Aunt
a show.
Sandy.
It was Aunt Sandy. She used to be the first girlfriend, but that ended, and then other things happened with that boyfriend. So there we go.
Yeah, it was my. Thank you. All right. But yeah, it said garnish with a lemon peel, so
What the
I'm
heck?
gonna give it a lemon twist. It also said a brandied cherry, but
We happen to have a brandy cherry. If you feel like it, we can certainly get it. Find one of those lemon peels myself. Here we go. I'm going to throw that in here because this is easy. So while she was making that, I made a Boilermaker, and that really is just a shot of hooch. I used Irish whiskey.
I was actually giving this to you to try.
Oh, I would like to try that, yes, because I've never tried this. Man O' War.
Man O' War. Thank you, Lisa, for the suggestion. It was good.
Pilsner glass, add shot, fill with beer. There you go.
I'll take it.
I think I filled with the perfect beer.
Aw. State Fair, where you can find fried butter. Yeah. Oh, Devin loves Sandra Lee.
Yeah, and can you
Aunt
actually...
Sandy. She calls herself Aunt Sandy.
Can you actually get fried butter fried in butter? That's what I want to know. Can you deep fry butter in butter?
Ooh, Irish whiskey and Valentine ale.
And if you do, will the State Fair fall over? You know? Now we're talking.
Yeah, this is good. I'm enjoying this.
Yep. I just wanted some fluid. We happen to have some beer. We had some beer in the cooler. What cooler do I have over here?
Knock over your beer.
Not gonna do it. Igloo has a couple of fun designs out there.
No, it was limited edition. I don't think you can get it anymore.
Are they done? I'm sorry. Maybe you're gonna have to look on the secondary. They did the Yellow Submarine and the Blue Meanies, and I said we have to get this, and we got to get the Blue Meanies for my sister, and she just loved it. And she took it to work, and she said it was like first day of school lunchbox, the coolest lunchbox on the bus. I was like, it is the coolest lunchbox on the bus. Holds the usual amount, but it's a very, very cool thing. I just thought.
Oh yeah, the tablescapes. Yeah, you learned well, Grasshopper. I remember the tablescapes. Actually, my mother-in-law, who, yeah, she hasn't been with us for a while, but she would. I remember we were talking about Aunt Sandy, and she mentioned the tablescapes. I bought some powdered water, but I didn't know what to add.
Dust. And make it water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? I gotta say, it's limited. If you look too long, you won't have an opportunity. I'm not going to say you need to do anything, but if you really want this thing, think sooner.
How are we doing?
Take a look. Yep.
You got about 5 more minutes.
5 minutes.
So what did you make? I know you said a Boilermaker.
A Boilermaker. Boilermaker Irish whiskey. Easy.
How much?
3/4 ounce. I made it light. You can add a full shot. Right, you can add an ounce. I added 3/4 of an ounce. It works just fine.
And what else did you use?
A filled with Valentine.
Okay. I'm saying chilled old man
Old
beer.
Man beer. Valentine is a very reputable old man beer.
Anything else?
Featured in last year's Old Man Beer Challenge at Honolulu at the Lake. Shout out. And 2 different people actually got all 4 beers.
All right,
wow.
so that was literally all you did.
Right in the Pilsner glass, and I added a twist, just for giggles.
Okay.
Yep.
I got to put down the Man-O-War.
I was still nibbly, and what do you know? I don't have to wait for that. I had a few of these, pumpkin seeds. Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
I know, we got to clean, under the, anyway.
Anyway.
And there's a random pumpkin seed on the bar, too.
We can take care of that.
They keep popping up in your text messages.
Oh
my gosh.
I never know.
Oh, Lisa, you and Paul hate autocorrect.
Yeah. Pain in my neck.
Lisa also hates autocorrect.
I know how to spell, and I know when I'm not spelling correctly. If I do it for a reason, and then the worst is Facebook, which we're on right now, autocorrects me, and I just want to put a knife in them.
Wow, that's strong.
Work for me. There's supposed to be some big help. Oh, and it's what? Because I'm illiterate? No, I know how to spell. Don't do that for me. So, I really, I have no love for this service, either of these services that we're on right now, by the way. You know what? They're free.
Oh my gosh.
So we keep going. No love.
I didn't know a rant was coming.
Because they give us nothing whatsoever, and they're a pain in the neck.
They give us a place to put our videos.
Yeah, it's free. Until it's not free, and then we have to decide where we're going. I just think that, for all the grief that you get and for all the BS that circulates around these things, we actually put quality content up here every week. Every week. The video channel there makes a big deal about
you need
to have all of this watch time, blah, blah, blah. I'm giving you 2 hours every week, and I get no credit for it. So I'm like, this is just pointless. Pointless.
Terrible.
So, it's pointless in terms of what it's supposed to do. It's not pointless to be here talking to you. To you, the conversation that's going on, I think we foment fun discussion. People have a good time. You throw great ideas out. We got a drink idea. We just executed it. It's actually really nice. So thank you.
I'm enjoying it.
And I'm really stunned. I whipped out 4 classic bar guides over there, and nobody has Man-O-War? What? Okay, well,
indeed, Paul, indeed.
Yeah.
Sky of blue, sea of green. There you go.
I tell you, you'll have some
English quite well. I'm with you, Satellite.
Yeah, please. I don't need help. I just got a new laptop at work, and of course, all of the preferences are defaulted. And I have to go and kill them. They're really, really annoying.
Looking for some fried cholesterol. Oh, thank you, Pepper Tree.
Oh,
it's a cooler.
Yeah. There are 2 of them. Wow. We know a fellow who uses 2 pressure cookers. Actually, probably instant pot type things to do pork butts.
2.
Dueling air fryers. Stereo air fryers. Awesome.
Oh, no. Gary says, the worst autocorrect experience I've had was a filter where if you write, the pen is mightier than the sword, the words pen and is would be blacked out. Take a guess why. Oh,
I couldn't possibly guess why that would be. No, I can tell you. Years ago, I remember seeing a quote that was attributed to Screamin' Jay Hawkins, who was one of the great madmen of rock and roll, and he simply said, "The penis is mightier than the sword." I thought that's hilarious.
Well,
and there you go.
If we weren't gonna get moderated. We will now.
Out of there.
Oh,
Kill
look, a
this guy.
troll. Just in time.
Hey!
Time to remove you.
That's not even Cyrillic, so this is just BS. I gotta tell you.
Yep. You're high user on this channel.
Why are we getting all these trolls? I guess we're reaching a wider audience. That sounds positive.
I guess we're famous.
What do you know?
Anyway. Lisa said she doesn't like autocorrect, especially when she's drank too much. There is a unique way. I found this today that it comes up with weird words. Like, I think I forgot a space in something. Or not forgot, but like, I don't know, the space bar didn't get hit correctly. And it divided my words into some weird nonsensical language.
Yep.
Like, anyway.
No, I say that all the time. I just get nonsense out of these things. I say, screw it. Don't spell for me. And I don't
Spell
spell.
without autocorrect and math without a calculator.
Yeah.
Kids these days need to learn the value of a nickel.
Learn to use a goddamn slide rule.
I remember that when teacher said you couldn't have a calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Not
now
allowed.
it's like, what? You don't have a calculator? What's wrong with you?
I do appreciate knowing my math tables. Oh, hello. And knowing how to do these things
the
in my
moment
head.
of truth.
I might need a piece of paper, but I can calculate without the calculator.
From Lori Anderson to Screaming Jay Hawkins. If you can't talk about it, point to it. Okay. Is this hot? No, it's not hot. Okay. Oh, they're a little burned, but I'm still eating them.
They look very crispy.
They're very crispy.
So the things you learned that maybe 15 minutes was a little
That might have been a little long.
in this particular
But
slice.
that's okay.
But you know what?
They still look. You know what? They didn't fall apart. So they're
Cooked is good.
They're a little blackened.
Cooked is good. The things you find out. Next time we'll do them for less and see what happens.
In this one, yeah, I feel like in this air fryer that might have been a little long.
Your mileage may vary.
But you
or
know what?
yours may cook faster than that even because there's all sorts of different machines out there.
Anyway.
It's a fun device. Look, all it really is a convection oven. There's a hot plate in there, and there's a fan. It just moves the heat. You put a little bit of oil in there just to get things moistened up, and it just moves it around, and you get the same effect without the deep oil, which of course is a lot of work. A lot of work. I know. We've had a deep fryer for some 25 years now. They're fun. They really do the best fries, but this thing does awesome fries, so I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
good stuff.
They're slightly blackened, but I'm eating them anyway.
Slide rules. I inherited 2 of them from my father and a guide to use them, and I could never figure out how to do it. And I think it's the sort of thing that you need a teacher to show you what's going on. It's a great bit of shorthand. Honestly, it's an awful lot like using an analog multimeter as opposed to a digital multimeter. You need to learn to read a scale, and you need to learn to calculate a little. And if you learn that, if you think that, then you probably have a pretty good inkling of what you're measuring, which is exactly what's what. And you can plug the digital and say, boom, and I got a number. What does it mean? You know, it's no good unless you know what the hell is going on. Is it AC? Is it DC? Is it amperes? You know,
all right, I'm moving this out of here too, just so
no
one gets burned.
Make some space. Nobody needs to be burned.
No, we don't want that.
Oh no.
All right.
Moving my plate back front and center. Preparing for onion rings. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Okay, so going to
be a little hot. Okay.
keep my fork just in case things need a
they're
little
slightly
assistance.
blackened, but they have integrity, which
They do.
is good.
And we do have the ketchup, and I will actually deploy a little bit of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this
taking
is normally I would do if I did anything, I would do like more like a sriracha sauce or mustard, but I'll try this jalapeno ketchup.
Was good.
This is actually coming to us from Pepper Palace.
Who gets
John
the
gave this to
multimeter
us.
analogy besides me?
Oh yeah, seriously.
I know Paul does.
That's the thing. I just saw like a listing for a Simpson 260. And
Ooh,
I thought,
Cajun
I want one of
seasoning.
those.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Yes, please. All right. Hold on, I gotta.
Here we go.
All right, I want a little of that.
I'm passing it to you.
Oh, Devin, yes, I highly recommend the air fryer. I love it.
Yep.
Okay.
It's worth your time. A lot of these kitchen things are kind of gadgety, and I say, well, yes, maybe no, but this one is doing exactly what it is advertised as. So, gotta say.
All right. Let's see.
Very crispy. Very crispy. Good.
Oh, they are good though.
Yeah. I would take cranberry ketchup on these.
I would take cranberry ketchup, Amy.
Yep.
These are good.
It's good with the ketchup because they're a little dry. You know what? Flavor's there. Very happy. Crispy, crunchy. Very fun.
That worked. Oh my god. Lisa.
When I was circa 7th grade, I believe it was the Pentel company came out with the erasable ink pen.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a thing for a second. I was like, oh, you can erase it. And, well, it wasn't a good idea because it's kind of smeary. So that kind of died on the vine. Those didn't erase very well.
All right, these are good.
We will make another pass at these with a little less time to see what happens. I bet they'll be just perfect. Well, they're very,
okay, Devin
very
likes them
good.
that way.
Yeah. A lot of noise coming from these things.
Doug says, my engineering school taught us how to design graphical calculators, aka slide rules, and nomographs. The spreadsheet kind of made that a lost art. I know these are. I'm gonna have more actually.
I think I will too.
So you know what? I'm considering that a win because I would just do less time. We did 15 minutes. I would do 11.
The simple fact with cooking is that if you have a range, you might start low because you can always add more, but you can't take away.
Exactly.
But the very crunchiness of these, it's getting very close to...
Oh, onion rings, Steve.
These are getting very close to what you would sprinkle on green beans at Thanksgiving.
That actually came out great.
Yep. We have some
actually, it's
here.
just the top. Now that I look at it, it's just the top that's a little blackened. The rest of it's fine.
Yeah. I do like things to be pretty cooked.
They're really good, Steve.
For crunch purposes.
They're really good.
So, the ketchup is actually a pretty good idea with these right now.
Yeah.
And you know
I
what?
wasn't hopeful, but
if we had tried to make these
a
matter of weeks ago, we would have had to have a deep fryer back there. It would have been just a bloody mess.
You know what? I'm going to have one more. I'll have this little one. It amuses me.
This thing emits hot air. That's about it. Very little oil goes into these. They cook up just fine. All of you air fryer aficionados are like, oh, yeah. Well, yep. So we join the crowd with that. As gadgets go, this one pretty much does what it says.
Oh, Steve, yeah. We like that too. Seeing Tabasco.
Well, interesting enough, the ketchup we're using is...
Yeah, definitely.
Ketchup we're using is jalapeno ketchup. So, there you go.
But yeah, if it wasn't already jalapeno ketchup, I would be all about adding hot sauce too.
Sure. Sriracha ketchup, you can buy that pre-made.
Yum. No Friars Club juice. Oh, today's Dolly Parton's birthday. I didn't know that.
Well, hail Dolly. Gotta tell you.
I love Dolly Parton.
Well, she's got it going on.
Yes, it is a huge win, Steve. I'm pretty excited. I was a little worried about these onion rings, but darned if they didn't work.
They're working just great. They really have the texture of something that...
Hi, Amanda. Good to see you.
Nope. Okay. Get in my mouth.
Ooh, Pepper Tree makes great chicken strips. Love it. Oh, okay. Well, watch your video.
Yep. There we go. Those of you unfamiliar with the output of the Pepper Tree Villa, you might want to go and check out the YouTube videos.
Absolutely.
Because there's some stuff going on there. Good recipes.
Ooh, Whataburger sells spicy ketchup on Amazon.
Oh.
Dolly is an incredible human being, Steve. You are correct.
Didn't she finance $1 million worth of research into this thing that's going around right now? I'm not going to say I'm going to get banned on YouTube. I mean, literally, like, here's $1 million.
She did.
find some vaccines.
She did, because she's
Sounds
Dolly
like-
Parton.
Because Dolly Parton. Oh. So there you go. We will actually give
Get rid of
credit
that,
to the awesome out there, and I think she represents the awesome out there.
Ooh. I haven't listened to that podcast, Eric. Oh boy. Okay. I will though.
Interestingly, I want another skin.
I have the Dolly vaccine too. Devin. Don't say we don't want you banned. Thank you. We'll try not to get banned. Although Paul went on a rant a little bit earlier. But you seem to have gotten over it.
I still hate our venues.
Don't be a hater.
Hey, they don't do anything for me. Well, they don't do enough for me anyway.
Paul's being a hater.
Hey.
Don't be a hater. Oh, he's grabbing another potato skin.
Yep, it might just be. All these
Do
bar
it.
snacks are making me hungry for more bar snacks.
Get in on that.
I'm getting in on that. Like you don't say. I'm going to refill my beer because I happen to have the half quart. Isn't that great? Half quart can.
Wait,
Yeah, I think I'll just keep that going.
it was $6.99 for that one can?
Kind of expensive, but totally worth it.
Was it really $6.99 for that whole can? There's a price tag on it that says $6.99.
Six pack.
Oh, okay, it was a 6-pack. That makes a little more sense.
There we go.
It's like, wow, old man beer's gotten expensive. Inflation, you know.
Quite frankly, $7 for 6 old man beers is pretty expensive. But I like
Oh,
Valentine's.
Devin says, I love how
It's still
Facebook
being
will
made.
ban people over some things, but when it comes to actual crimes, Facebook is fine with it.
Oh yeah, yeah, get away with it. This is the rant
Yeah.
that I go on. People will whip out all sorts of bull, and then
Potato
like
skins will turn any hater around. Yes, they will, Peter.
Facebook got on you, or Facebook and YouTube got on you several years back
yeah.
because we had a video. You're in a bikini, and they're like, "Oh, sexual
Well,
content."
no, to be okay. Here's what it was. I was wearing a bikini that didn't have there were no straps, so it was just like a strap like it ended here. But I was in a pool, so you couldn't whatever. You couldn't see anything. So Facebook just assumed I was naked.
So suddenly this one's going nude. I don't think so.
But it was just this content has been deemed inappropriate for any decent person. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm dressed.
Are you damn mind?
I'm in a pool with a gazillion people around, and anyway, it was very stupid.
Now you bunch of numbnuts saying to wake the F up. It just was annoying.
It was very stupid.
Annoying and stupid.
Purdue fans unite.
Ah, tell you. There we go.
Yeah, it was so racy, Amy.
Oh wow. Yeah. Bing bong bang.
Pushing that envelope.
Yep. That's the stuff. You need my final skin. Because the skins are really good. And all those bar snacks got me hungry for more bar snacks.
All right, but I'm going to move this just in case your
Slides.
plate slides.
You got me right there.
Because we don't want to... Yeah, we don't need that.
Don't want more spillage.
Oh, Albert says I've been in Facebook jail more times.
Yeah, I know.
We've
I hear you.
I'm knocking on wood again. We've oddly avoided it thus far, but
I don't know what except with these things, except that it's all a very broad knife. It's always once the horses left the barn 5 years ago that these services are like, oh, we have to do something. Yeah, whatever. You don't care. You're not going to care. You're going to put a Band-Aid on it and then say, we did something. You didn't do anything. Be real.
I was about
People here can take it all.
I was about to say they don't care about anything, but they care about millions of things, and they're green and paper and linen
Have a
and
lot
cotton.
of dead presidents on
They
them.
have a lot of dead presidents on them.
I can say that because it's a commonly accepted term.
And by the way, since we're busy dissing these services, if we ever go down on one, that
Try the
came
other.
out completely wrong.
Mhm.
If we ever end up in jail on one service, you can just find us on another. So, for example, if we end up in Facebook jail, you can find us on YouTube. If we end up in YouTube jail, probably find us on Facebook.
If any one of these services just tanks for no good reason whatsoever, no jail time, Just try the other.
David, I love it. There should be a Facebook drunk tank that only lasts 2 hours. Yes. Oh.
Hey, smart
Oh
person
my
over
gosh. Devin, I love it. That's so funny.
there. Yeah.
More times than Otis and Mayberry. I was thinking about Otis and Mayberry. Yeah.
Oh, Andy. Yeah.
I think I'll open to Twitch and we could get tips while you live stream. There you go. I watch DJs on Twitch. I can do that.
I think we can handle a Twitch. Twitch, of course, was originally started as, I believe, gaming platform, and it got completely overrun
Eric
by the
says,
DJs.
maybe I should start my own social media network called Facepalm.
Raise hand.
I love it.
Lower forehead. Raise forehead. Lower hand.
Oh, I know, Earl. I'm with you. Hello,
Seriously.
$6.99. Lisa and I scoff at a $6 box of cereal. We think nothing of buying a bottle of champagne for $8.99. I know, right? I'm with you.
It's all relative.
I've never seen breasts before, and guess what? I'm still alive. Oh
I tell you.
God.
It's going to burn your eyes out.
Comments are hysterical. This value is determined by a few people in some big building somewhere. Oh. Oh, Earl. I'm not going to read that one, but that's a good one. We can all bust a move. We could,
Patrick.
you know, if we did
Patrick.
Twitch. Okay, the air fryer idea was born on a live video. Here's another idea that might be born on a live video. If we did Twitch.
Do a Twitch. Yeah. I'm listening.
Theoretically,
We can play
we
music
could play music.
because you don't get busted for music on Twitch.
Although,
That's why the DJs are there.
is it because of Twitch, or do the different DJs have some sort of rights? We've got to do research.
We'll have to see what's what with what. I got to imagine, but by now, after a year and a half of people doing this sort of thing to avoid getting canned
He was
on
married.
these
He
services.
was married, Chaz.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever see his wife? I haven't seen
don't
that many
recall.
episodes of Andy Griffith.
No,
but
I used to watch it regularly as a kid,
ever
and
seen Otis's
I wasn't
wife?
watching for Otis, you know. So I don't recall. Maybe we do. Maybe in one episode she appears. What the heck?
Thought I would die in visual etiquette. Earl. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Whoops.
It would be fun to have all of the comments in one place, because we got the YouTube comments and the Facebook comments.
We're
If we could
responding to both of them. If
have
you're
them
thinking,
all
who are you talking to?
united place,
We're on
that
both
would
platforms.
be great.
You could also be on 2 platforms. You would need a couple devices, or like we do, we have 2 tabs open. And I don't actually say that you have to go bouncing back and forth the way that we do. But if you want all the comments, you're going to have to see them all that way. If you're on a smart TV, you can't comment at all. But you can open up on your phone.
Oh, Opera says yes. They sometimes showed Otis's wife dumping his hooch down the drain.
Apparently,
All
she
right.
was not entirely successful. So
Yeah. All right, I'm interested now.
one is interested.
One is interested. One
So
is.
one is, as
Yeah.
it turns out. So
Yeah. Okay.
is that the big hat bar?
It is the big hat.
We happen to have I'm going to get you sucker going on over there because it's hilarious.
Who are you? Does this. All right. We threatened to do a watch party one time too. Well, a couple of times, and that didn't happen. But
Interested. I just
Yeah.
haven't figured out all the details
then
yet.
the holidays happened. And
All the holidays
and
happen.
then this year started off crazy, but I think that the crazy might
Might be dissipating.
slightly subsiding.
You know, as of November of last year,
Mind if we dance with your dates? Yes. yes.
Sure. Yeah. Now, there's a great quote. Now, as of November of last year, the laptop went down. That it just completely tanked, and we had to get the new laptop, which is right here, doing fine, thank you. But I took the old
Devin,
laptop to
thank
the
you.
local joint and had them diagnose it, and he said, "Hey, your motherboard's dead." Well, you know what? At the end of the day, for not that much money, he managed to Frankenstein a new machine for me, and I'm using it, and it's working great.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Abra and Devin, thank you. Okay.
Twitch music
All
channel.
right, we got to look
Hello.
into this.
Hello.
That would be really fun to do this on Twitch. Be able to have, like,
I could just throw music on like we used to do.
Well, I know. I'm just thinking of DJ Cody.
Back in the old
and
days.
now he has the Discord, and people can be on there, and we can see what people are doing, or you don't have to be.
Yep. Yeah, we could have you could have your own dance floor going on. Hello.
Yeah.
Take fun.
That would be fun.
Well, I'm game for all sorts of fun. We have done the live videos with celebrating, say, Saturday morning TV, and that was hilarious. It's great to do those
fun.
because we do those on as a brunch, and they're great. You do a bunch of brunch stuff. It's like I think the last time I made a Bloody Mary, I never do that. I thought it was pretty good, But generally speaking, that's because I'm too busy with the champagne drinks at that exact moment of the day. So that's pretty cool. But we've been watching a fair amount of Twitch because of the DJs. I know they just completely took over the venue, and they're doing well.
Now, it's still really mostly gaming.
Still mostly gaming. Well,
wasn't favorite call? Yes. Oh, okay. We got done with people watching, probably.
No, we do, as a matter of fact.
Doug is asking.
They're not commenting.
Favorite college and Animal House modeled after Dartmouth.
I recall that.
All right. If any of you Dartmouth people are watching.
I recall the screenwriters were Dartmouth people, so they just thought about like making that. And you visit that campus today, and you don't necessarily think that they're all playing Louie Louie. And
Eric,
well,
I'm not going to read these comments because
I don't know.
YouTube jail, but I'm enjoying the comments a lot.
Well, also that's true.
You are correct.
Very, very true. Mm-hmm.
Daniel Simpson Day, whereabouts unknown. All right.
All I can think of is a lineup of the grade point averages, and it's like 1.0, 0.7, 0.2, Mr. Blutarski, 0.0.
Yes.
Like,
Now I want to watch Animal House. Now I want to do an Animal House themed live video. We haven't done that.
Hugely popular movie in its day. I recall it being around, and of course it's a bit raunchy, so it was a bit adult for me at the time. But eventually everybody watched it. It was on TV and stuff,
Let's see if
big fun.
If any Dartmouth folk
have chimed in.
Watching.
Anybody wants to get on the phone and actually tell us something about that? Because I don't know the full details.
It might not come up until tomorrow.
I don't know the deets, but I do recall
the deets
that the screenwriters, I believe, were Dartmouth folks. So that's where some of this flavor and detail came from. It's portrayed as a sort of generic Northeastern, like small college, blah, blah, blah. Faber.
It's too real for YouTube. It is too real for YouTube. I sometimes feel like they're looking for a way to put us in jail.
Well, they haven't found it yet.
They haven't.
We're
so wholesome.
We do not promote controversial content because we're not here for fights.
No.
Everybody else does this. I don't need to do that. We're here to give you a few drinks and some bar snacks every Wednesday. That's it.
I feel like both bar snacks came out.
They were awesome.
I think I would all I would do differently with the onion rings would be to change the time.
A little less time. That would be just great.
They came out.
You used the panko crumbs on there. That was a really good idea.
I went panko.
She's really working the crunch there, I got to tell you. But however, those the skins were like spot on. Awesome.
Wait, hold on. Did we give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Yes, Earl.
Germans didn't bomb Pearl Harbor. Shut up, he's on a roll. I just love that.
To make the word YouTube sound dirty. I don't want to hear about your tube. Exactly. It's the stuff. I got to tell you, there's it's really great to be able to enjoy a few beverages, including Devin just made a Bloody Mary with white wine.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Well, that's actually an interesting variation because there are a lot. One of the essential ways to lighten up a drink is to make it a wine drink rather than say a liquor drink.
I got to read you Doug's quote. I heard that Dartmouth thing when the Spawn Child applied at Holyoke. She did not get my concern over ceramic glasses. Oh.
Yeah. Well, subtle plans.
Animal House night in togas.
I think
so.
I was thinking that I would ride the motorcycle up the
Devin, you
stairs.
used what you had, and it sounds like it worked out great, which is all anyone could hope for in this life. Oh, I'm sure you have YouTube comments. Anyway. Oh.
Yep.
We got another, you want to bring that up front and center?
I do indeed.
Okay. He's snacking.
I'm working these things
with our new snack dispenser. Okay.
Here, you got an M&M poking out there saying, "Eat me." Speaking of ways to eat me,
so rude, but okay. Fine. I'll have a few of you. Yeah, this is the name is like
Triple Candy.
Triple Candy.
The original
machine.
Triple Candy machine.
Yeah. Has room for 3 snacks. They did not pay us to do this.
No.
But
no, otherwise I got to throw a whole notice up there, and I'm not getting paid for this. So hell, I can say whatever.
Toga. Yes, Lisa. Toga.
I actually owned that single as a kid. It was a themed Animal House by Stephen Bishop. I forget what was on the flip side, but it's a picture sleeve, and John Belushi's on it. So, and he's standing there in front of Stephen Bishop on the stairs. And the movie, that's just minutes before he manages to do some unspeakable things to an acoustic guitar.
Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Hi, Ben. Oh, yeah. And
hey.
I'm having them now.
Oh, yeah. We've already had the onion rings. We've already had the potato skins. Moved on.
Harry says, you know, if things keep going this way, eventually our farts will be held liable for copyright infringement. You're not wrong.
You know, back in the day, there used to be a record out there called The Great Contest.
Oh, no.
And people used to ask for it when I was at the record store.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
People used to ask for it at the record store. And, you know, as was pointed out to us at the time, what it was the Great Flatulence Contest. So basically, it's a record that is just like this unending stream of, yep. And I don't think I ever saw the album, the LP. But then somebody bothered to put this on a CD.
Oh, no.
And the store found it and got it in and stocked it and sold out, and we could never get it again.
Gettysburg Ma'am ordered one. Yay! I love it.
Oh, you just got it.
I love it.
Thank
Yay!
you. Cool. Cool beans. You should put that up on our store.
I should. I know.
Our store on Amazon. So if you go through Amazon, we'd actually get a consideration. It's not much. But
Teen Warmer to Blucharski. Fat and stupid is no way to go through life. Earl and Blucharski. It's working for me.
Wasn't there a punk rock song called Fat, Drunk, and Stupid?
Oh,
I seem to recall that on a collection called Not So Quiet on the Western Front, all you punk rock fans.
Doug, we were just talking about pickled eggs today. We thought about it too late. We're like, I wonder if I could pickle some eggs in time for this broadcast, but we might be able to pickle some in time for next week's broadcast.
We were thinking about that, and, you know, other things happened. It was plenty of work to get together all the stuff that you did tonight. I will absolutely say that this one was hitting the kitchen pretty hard.
I was like on a Zoom until 5, and then it was like, oh my god, I gotta go batter onion rings. Yeah. Anyway, it was not a nice.
Two different conference calls today.
We're all grown ups here.
Me, I was just wrangling 2 huge data projects. That's all. Oh man, all these spreadsheets. They're driving me sane. But
Devin's asking, what do pickled eggs taste like? I must have had one, but I know you have.
I suspect I've had them in my life. Honestly, they don't taste that pickled because the egg is not as absorptive as the cucumber. So really, it's just a way to preserve eggs, preserve boiled eggs. So in a bar, you'll have a jar and it's just full of vinegar and it's full of eggs, and you pop them out. It tastes slightly vinegar, but it basically tastes like a hard-boiled egg. That's it. You know?
All right, we got to do it. Farty pickles.
Oh, this is
farty
really.
Pickles. All right.
This is going some fun places.
Hi,
tonight,
Sherry. Good to see you.
Rootin'. Ray, yeah, awesome.
Hey.
Yeah, root toot to you.
Hey.
Rooty toot to you, too. Gotta say. Still enjoying a Boilermaker. If you don't know how to make one, do you have whiskey?
Pickled egg, 50-cent chicken dinner.
Yep. Boom. You remember when bars would give you like a whole liverwurst sandwich and fries and a pickle on the
Watch
side.
Recording.
It's been a long time since those days.
Crazy.
But bars will frequently have
Street stories.
cheap food.
A lot of music nowadays. That's an unintentional stream of odoriferous zephyrs.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
God.
I forget if it was called the Great Contest
Oh,
or the Big
Dean.
Contest or something.
Hello, Dean.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Oh.
The classics.
Oh, Gettysburg Mam's family's been doing pickles.
Is that
Pickled eggs, not pickles. Pickled eggs.
Pickled eggs.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
gotta try it.
is that a Delta House pin on your uniform?
Make another drink, Lisa says.
Well, I'm still going, but you're very low.
If you insist.
Well, as long as you
All right.
insist. Twist my arm. Let's see where we can get here. Speaking of Dartmouth,
I'm feeling like a beer drink because we have all these bar snacks.
well,
but-
guess what? I can set you up for that.
Okay.
All you need to do is reach into do 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 do. You know, I just have to keep displaying this thing. This is so cool. A lot of
Oh,
fun.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Devin has a good Irish pub down the street.
Very good. Press the right button.
Uh,
There we go. How about a Captain Lawrence
all right.
IPA?
You insist.
There you go.
It's called the
Undecided.
Great Contest, and yes, it's available.
It's a great contest. It is out there. I tell you.
Wow.
When I was at the store, we got it once. It sold out, and people kept asking, "Did you get it? Can you get it?" And like, we couldn't ever get it again. You know, the days of physical media, it's a pain. But these days, you just go to somewhere online and bang, there's 2 hours of
Naturally.
flatulence. Flatulence.
Right.
Now, let's bear in mind that 100 years ago, plus, there was this French artist who made a whole living on the exact same thing.
Le Pétomane.
And then we're getting into the subject of Le Pétomane.
Oh,
And if you
jeez.
don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. He had a whole show
Hi, Don.
based on gas. You think this is
Oh,
crazy, but it
Don
worked.
shared the
It worked.
Twitch. Oh, you have a swinging evening too.
Oh,
Peter.
Do the Twitch. Awesome.
Twitch. Oh, wait, Sherry works in a library.
Oh, interlibrary, baby. I remember the library.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done that in a long time. Interlibrary loan. He's like a master of the interlibrary.
I discovered
loan.
that
Yeah.
in around college years, and I used to use that regularly. And man, all the stuff that my college library didn't have,
Twitch.
it was in the system. And I remember getting some great stuff. I got some ancient photo stats, literally like Xerox when it was xerography, copies
Oh my
of things that I
gosh.
got in the period. I was looking for like articles for how to build electronic projects, and I'm still working on one of those. It's been a long time, but it's coming together. I will tell you all about it.
In Bedrock. Twitch.
Doing the Twitch.
I didn't watch it. I'm familiar. So all I can remember is in Bedrock. Twitch.
Do the Twitch.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a lot of the not so successful dance craze records that we've heard over the years.
Seriously.
Mr. Feinwein likes to whip those out on Friday on WFMU, WMFU, and he had a whole show about such things. You know, do the bug. There's
Bug.
do the roach, that kind of thing.
That's not bugs?
2 bugs and a roach. You know, it's all bugs. End of the day.
2 bugs and a roach.
That one is not a
That
dance
sounds
craze.
like a band, actually. 2 bugs
It's
and a roach.
that's actually just an R&B song. Great song, by the way. But yeah,
Sure, it says, if you request a fart album, I can guarantee you've made the staff's day.
I just want to walk up to my library and say, I'm looking for a compact disc, and all it is fart noises, and have them say, what?
Amy
Yeah.
says Narragansett has a new toasted
Toasted lager.
You have to go to the brewery to pick it up.
Oh.
All right, we got to tell our local beer
Okay.
store because. Oh, Doug Keeney. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that whole documentary about
There we
him,
go.
Chaz.
Yep.
Yeah. Twitch. In Bedrock. Twitch. Yep.
To the Twitch.
All right, hold on. Oh, Caddyshack. Yeah, Earl, I love Caddyshack.
There we go. All of your clubby movies and all of your SNL related motion pictures.
Oh,
Big
Gettysburg
fun.
Man was doing a Galentine's get-together. Valentine's Day is actually my birthday.
You don't say?
It's my birthday.
Hello. You think we might do a little something for a live broadcast?
Well, I don't know. It's on a Monday.
I'm thinking.
It's on a Monday, so
It could happen.
we gotta take Tuesday off if we're doing that.
Pre-show. We'll see what's what.
Swizzle song from the Dick Van Dyke Show.
The Swizzle. Huh. Oh,
I know I've heard it, but
interesting.
yeah, okay. Looking for a copy of Return of the Swallows by Punch.
I tell you, we started something here.
We did.
Really started something here. I'm still looking for a copy of Bring Me the Head of Jerry Garcia by who the hell was that? I kind of forget.
All right.
It'll come to Iron Prostate. That's right. It was Iron Prostate.
Of course.
Of course. Who the hell is going to possibly
Okay.
be? It must be Iron Prostate. Just one question, 99.
Who's Iron Prostate?
Who's Iron Prostate?
All right.
So,
I have a good idea. Okay.
Oh, you do?
So, I have
Okay.
nowhere to
Can
set
I make
this
some
down.
room because
thank you.
the snacks have been displayed.
All right. The back of the bar
I'll
is
do more.
super lemony.
Yeah, it has very aromatic.
It's very lemon.
If you need more lemon, I'm going to
The
have to
bottom
squeeze
of
it.
the tequila is quite lemony too.
You don't try.
Right.
You don't try.
Is this a half ounce? This one?
No, it's 3/4.
I need a half ounce.
Half.
Okay. I'm going to do
Well.
a half ounce of tequila. Don't you trust me? I'm not
No.
going to pour on the computer.
No. Spillage happens.
I don't
It's not
like
a question
you.
of trust.
I don't like you.
We need to elevate the computer.
Look at that. I didn't spill any.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying accidents happen.
It's tequila. And... Okay. Catch up. It's a gas.
Well, that of course
God.
brings up the whole concept of the cardboard record that was in Mad Magazine called It's a Gas, which if you're not familiar with, by now you can take a listen to it. Sounds a lot better than that cardboard record these days. But classic, and I got to say, I come from the era when you would find flexi discs inside Mad Magazine, and there would be things like records with 6 different endings. Now that was amazing.
All right.
And on a flexi disc.
So I did a
Okay.
half ounce of tequila.
Okay. And?
Keeping it light.
Mhm.
And I'm going to do a dropper of ginger lemon tincture from 1821 bitters. And then I'm going to fill with my hoppy bear. Let's see what we think. I like it.
And there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Good pop. There we go.
It's got just the right amount of tincture and just the right amount of tequila. You want to try it?
I would be very glad to try this. Tequila and
Got
beer.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
I got it. Yep.
All right.
Tequila and beer is a good combination. Adding some
Yes.
bitters just punches up
What's
flavors.
the name?
And it's got that lemon peel in there.
I'm calling it just enough.
It is just enough. That balances very nicely. Oh, pardon me. So,
All right.
yeah.
We know each other.
Well, we happen to know each other, so that's okay.
Ginger lemon tincture. This was a happy discovery.
It's a great little thing. We happen to have their bitters that were the Earl Grey bitters. And those are really good. I like those a lot in a sidecar. Make a sidecar, add half a dropper of those. It's just a different bit of flavor on top of that, like what bitters do, you know? But a lot of bitters will taste a lot like Angostura. Absolutely nothing wrong with that for again in Manhattan. No, that's the way to go. Certainly. If you want something that's got a different flavor profile, well, there's a ton of stuff out there these days. There used to be 3 things. Now there are 300. And the Earl Grey bitters from 1821 are really fun and really nice to play with. Well, they do other things too. And they do an infusion. This is the lemon ginger tincture. And that's a great thing to add to drinks. So we did a few things with that. well worth your time checking out. 1821 has a lot of fun products. You can check their site. So, the actual site, let me see if I can put this out on you. Because I will promo them. They are manufactured in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
1821bitters.com. Check it out. You can order these. We did. We certainly did. We actually replaced.
Oh, yeah. Mad Magazine. He still has a subscription.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Because the new Mad is out. It's a new series of Mad. There's a lot of recycled content. But it's a lot of great recycled content. And I was very glad to put a dollar into Mad these days, because it's been a long time since I viewed it as a kid. They used to have such great things, great regular columnists.
Oh, I love that.
Dave Berg.
Earl says, Lisa and I celebrated Valentine's Day on February 14th. And in Brazil, they found out they celebrated it in May. So we had 2 in 1 year. I love that.
Well, hell no.
Earl says my favorite flexi discs were the ones from Keyboard Magazine.
Keyboard.
I don't know those.
Oh, big fun. Okay. Well, yeah, because they always used to do these bands would have like a song and feature it in keyboard, and they would do like might do a little Technica thing. So
Gettysburg Ma'am, you're so sweet. Send me a message. I'll give you our address.
Sure.
You can have our address.
Well, of course.
Drop by for a drink when you're in the area. Yeah. Yeah, just hit me up. I'm happy to give you our address.
I think that you may have an excuse to be a little further north than you tend to be.
Oh. What's this? My elementary school teachers used to confiscate mine.
You know?
My 6th grade teacher was just like all about letting you read whatever you wanted. And full disclosure, my 6th grade teacher spent about half of the school year reading the Amityville Horror aloud to us. In the morning, we would perfunctorily do English and math. And then in the afternoon, after lunch, he would spend the entire rest of the day reading Amityville Horror aloud to us.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I recall a similar experience.
So if you're wondering why I'm like I am.
I recall a similar experience where a teacher read a book, but it wasn't Amityville. That would probably have been terrifying to us as kids because we believed it all. You understand that was a great hoax. But it made a whole big motion picture. Oh, whoa, what happened there in Amityville? Nothing happened in Amityville. Nothing happens in Amityville. Be real. Come on. Not to be confused with Amity out there on Cape Cod, which, of course, is the fictitious site of the whole Jaws motion picture. Yeah. Different town, location, different movie. So, different horror.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. Yeah, Mr. Merkley. Oh, thank you. I'd love to send you a card for your 21st birthday.
Love you. Love it.
I would love that.
Thank
you.
That's just awesome.
Oh.
Have a few more of these things. I tell you, these things are addictive.
I know. I might want more M&Ms.
Little pill-shaped things, slightly addictive. Just saying. But it's great to have stuff on the back bar. We had 2 great snacks tonight. I mean, the air fryer really gave it up. But we've tried.
I love the air fryer.
It comes with a little recipe book.
Yeah, it's not like there's not room for improvement, but you know what? I mean, with our recipes, but so far we have not made a single thing that's not edible.
Everything tonight was great.
And everything tonight was good.
If you modify the recipe to do it a little differently, people have talked about this on this broadcast. I followed the instructions. I didn't like it as much. I changed something.
Exactly.
Sure. You can do that. Yeah. The number of recipes out there in books, in the paper, in magazines that haven't been actually tested.
It's terrible.
Is a little terrifying.
Yeah.
So if you try something and you're like, that wasn't that good. You tried something from the Times once and you said, this is so bland that I might as well be in the box.
Yeah, Martha's Vineyard. Yeah. Amity Island was supposed to be Martha's Vineyard.
And yep.
Sharky Mud Duck.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
I feel like watching Jaws, like maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we should own Jaws. Like, I feel like watching it again this weekend, but it's like one of those things where you rent it enough and it's like, we should just buy it. It's ridiculous to.
Might as well see.
Because it's probably like $12.
Classic horror for a reason.
Yeah.
Based on a series of actual incidents from 1916 in New Jersey. There were all these shark attacks on inland waters, which is craziness. It must have been a crazy warm year.
Wait, what do you mean by inland?
People were getting attacked in rivers by sharks. It was just
What?
something nuts.
What?
Something nuts. I'd have to look into the detail on what was going on there.
Rivers?
Europe was blowing itself up, but in the meantime, New Jersey was having shark attacks. Okay, big fun. And that was an inspirational for Peter Benchley to write a little novel about this whole thing.
I love Jaws too.
There's a whole,
Crush It Like Quint.
I think there's a whole documentary about the making of, which was nightmarish for the director. This was really
he walked in here.
His second,
I don't feel bad.
His second big picture, and they were working on location. They were working out there on the water. They had the boat. They had a mechanical shark that kept breaking down.
Oh, okay. So Doug is saying intercoastal waterway, which is different from a river.
Okay, fine. Sounds like a river, but yeah.
It's the soup that eats like a meal.
Yeah, something like that. I recall.
It's the waterway that eats like a river.
The thing about Jaws, the interesting thing to note about that, for our age group, is that when we were that age, people wouldn't take us to see it. It's got to be terrifying for you.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my classmates at the time literally saying, I knew a gal went to see it and she threw up. I'm like, okay, so she's got a weak stomach, It's not a joyride.
Well, no, Abra's saying Jaws truly terrified me. It still does.
Well, certainly if you have anything about the water and if you have like any fear of,
Oh, no.
Screaming death.
I had to do a book report in front of the class. I did a report on a book my mom had, knowing any different. But I did a book report on Charles Manson. Helter Skelter. Oh.
The Vincent Bugliosi novel. Oh, man. The bug. Well, just talk about your screaming murder. That's fascinating. But that was one of those books that was on the bookshelf all the time because it was popular true crime.
We did not. My family did not have Helter Skelter on the bookshelf.
We didn't have that. But my mother would not have had a copy about that guy. But she did have a copy of a book with a bunch of pills on the cover.
Oh, Valley of the
Called Valley of the Dolls. It's like, that was okay.
Well, yeah, of course.
Drug abuse was okay, but bloody murder was not. I don't know. It's just like it's a peculiar morality. And there were lots of books on the shelf there. There were lots of books about the mid-century, and the mid-century was obsessed with Nazis. I mean, there was the rise and fall of the Third Reich.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty.
There was QB7. It was all this stuff that was all about the war, and that was a thing. But it's a thing that dominated the middle of the century. So I'm not too surprised. I remember reading QB7. It was a little horrifying.
I was just thinking. Well, so I've been reading Stephen King's book on writing because I'm in a writing workshop now. But I haven't read Stephen King books. Like that just didn't ever, when I was younger, that didn't appeal to me. So I'm thinking like, I kind of want to read some of his bestsellers now. I mean, I know they're all bestsellers, but you know what I mean? Like the big ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Really
how
books.
They compare to the movies. And
people always say the movie doesn't hold a candle to the book. The book has
Lisa.
Huge detail.
Lisa says my mother made me watch Valley of the Dolls.
Made you? Oh, wow.
I'll voluntarily watch Valley of the Dolls anytime.
I tell you.
I love that movie.
That's really intense. And, of course, our...
Hi, Aaron.
Our buddy Will's father is playing the director in that, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The Shining novel is terrific. I was specifically talking about The Shining because I love the movie The Shining. So I might start with that.
We were talking recently about the actual picture, and I was noting at the time it didn't get very good press. It was like, well, it's not as good as the book, and I'm like, well, it's not going to be as good as the book. Don't be
Drug
stupid.
abuse or murder. Eventually, you have to draw the line. Earl.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it.
Oh, Lisa, we
you
missed you too. I'm glad you're here.
Seriously. Shining the picture, it just didn't get good press, and it wasn't like a really big... I think it did fine at the box office.
I don't know.
But it gave people fits at the time, blah, blah, blah. But in retrospect, I think it has really grown to be a classic horror picture.
Gettysburg Ma'am says, I recently watched An American Werewolf in London.
Oh!
You know, I saw that when it was first released. it was on a double feature with something else. And I remember watching it and thinking like, oh, that was fun. But I feel like I should watch it again now.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that because
not being
that was
a young teen.
That was too old for me, right? Yeah. So
I probably didn't get it.
My older sister goes to see this and she's freaked out by the transformation scenes. Weak stomach. Jeez. Couldn't take it.
Okay, one of Amy's favorites is The Stand.
The Stand. Oh.
Lisa says, I got an A on my report. I believe the teacher was too scared not to give me an A. I love it.
Charlie's going to get you. You know?
Okay, Abra says, I feel like the Shining book and movie are equally good. Okay.
I'm glad
I love
to hear a report.
I want to read. I'm going to read The Shining next.
I'm glad to hear a report from one who has actually experienced both. And they are extremely different beasts.
Wait, you read the book?
Abra, just give us a report.
No, I thought you were saying you did.
I'm glad to hear a report from somebody who has experienced both. That's what I'm saying. She told us about that. I have only seen the movie. I happen to enjoy the picture. I know the book has a ton more detail. That's the way it is. Has to be that way.
Lisa says my daughter is obsessed with Stephen King.
Oh.
Okay. Eric says a book that kept me up nights was Shadows by John Saul. Okay.
Ooh, what's that all about?
All right. Oh, Lisa's asking what drink shall we be mixing? This one is. Did I name it? Let me look. I don't even remember if I named it. I did. I called it Just Enough. And it's a half ounce of tequila, a dropper of 1821 bitters, ginger lemon tincture, and fill with your favorite hoppy beer. We've been making bar snacks tonight, so
it really begged some beer drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
Beer drinks, but
speaking of which.
Oh, okay, wait. Daniel says The Dark Tower and Eyes of the Dragon are my favorites. Oh. Okay. I'm glad I mentioned it because I'm getting suggestions.
There were a couple of werewolf pictures.
Lisa's at Mount Airy Lodge. Oh my gosh.
No,
I've never been to Mount Airy Lodge, but I remember the commercials.
I don't think it's very far from us, so that's great. Hot stuff. Well, if you need to be comfortably numb, what do you have on hand that you don't have to go out and get? I'm not going to send you to the store for things, unless you're mobile and the store is still open, I guess. But
is there anybody in there?
But if you're in for the night and you have some materials, we might be able to help you through this. I tell you.
Dark Tower. Okay, I'm getting votes for Dark Tower.
I used to remember kids reading the horror they read was stuff like, Flowers in the Attic? Was it Flowers in the Attic or Petals in the Wind?
That's B.C. Andrews.
Yeah. There's all these like
different
psychological horror things about like cooping up kids forever. There was
Creepshow. I love Creepshow. Yes, Dean Creepshow.
Yeah. Creepshow was fun. Isn't there a Creepshow too?
Yes.
Yes, there's a Creepshow.
Which is also fun.
Yeah.
I love Creepshow.
It's funny that more people don't like really light up and get creeped out about the whole sequence with E.G. Marshall and the insects. That is so creepy.
It's the whole thing's very kitschy. So
it's all over the time. Creepshow is based on EC Comics, of course. Yeah. The horror comics. The horror comics are horrifying. They're really terrible. The whole business where they were corrupting youth. Well, that was BS. But at the time, you could really be affected by those.
Eric, I assume that's Shadows. I'm going to check it out. Okay.
Which makes me think of Dark Shadows. Different kind of thing. Mentioned that recently.
Okay, all right. Everyone's getting all sorts of ideas. I love it.
A novel that I remember at the time that was turned into a movie, The Eyes of Laura Mars.
Oh my gosh, Aaron says, I heard they auctioned the heart-shaped tubs from Mount Airy Lodge.
Oh, really?
I wish I'd known that because...
Could use one of those.
I dream of owning a hot tub, and if it was a heart-shaped one from Mount Airy Lodge, that would have been...
Would be kind of perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, so there's a whole little thing going on there.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to read.
There were so many fun things.
I love it.
I was just mentioning, I think I got motored over, though, the novel and movie at the time, The Eyes of Laura Mars. What was that all about? That was one of those things that was supposed to be kind of psychological horror and terror and things like that. It probably wasn't really that good. It got a lot of hype at the time.
All right, Eric, I got to check this out. Lisa says we have vodka, Jack Honey, and vitamin water. beer and fresh lemon.
That's
I
it.
think you could make that work.
Well,
You
if
can
you
make
want
that
to do
work.
something similar,
Yeah.
put about an ounce of the vodka into the glass, squeeze some lemon, and then fill with your beer. And there you've got something very similar to what we have here, although this is a tequila drink, so we'll have a little more character inside the drink. And
But if you do the Jack Honey,
do the Jack Honey instead with a lemon.
Yeah.
Use enough lemon to balance out the honey so it's not too sweet with your beer.
oh, you got
There's something going
conch
on.
rooms? I love it.
Oh, hello. Well, that is kind of fun. Now, isn't it?
I like a conch room.
I can compliment myself. Any post birthday?
Apparently,
No.
Aura. Apparently, it does still exist. Mount Airy Lodge.
We're listening to it right here. I tell you.
Hey, girl, I'm post birthday today.
Is this it?
Oh my gosh.
Who knew? We're talking about all this
Wow.
horror stuff. We managed to get on horror from deep fryers.
We did. All right. I
tell you. Back in the day, somebody would have written a whole book about, like, how to bury a body in the deep fryer. And there you go. Poe had to actually...
It is today. Yes.
Good grief. Poe had to content himself
1809.
with a large cask of fortified wine. So there you go. Ought 9. The champagne glass tubs.
What? Wait. Hold on.
Man.
Hold on.
Hold us.
Hold the bus.
I'm having more
All right.
snacks.
Gotta have more snacks.
Yeah, got more snacks.
They still have the old champagne glass tubs at Caesar's Poconos.
Oh.
Well, I guess I know what we're doing in the spring because we got to make a video there.
Sounds like fun. Big fun.
That
Big
is
fun going on.
hilarious. I need more snacks too.
Oh, yeah, please. The snacks are available.
In the snack dispenser.
Snacks dispenser.
Hey, I
I
love
keep
it.
going between the M's and these nuts. I think that's a great combination right there. Sweet and salty. Classic bar snacks. I could eat a lot of these things. I probably should stop. But
It's dinner.
we look, all of the fried stuff we had tonight was very lightly fried. The air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
The whole ploy there is that it uses very little oil. It does use very little oil.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not getting absorbed into your food because it's not there to get absorbed. So I got to say, that works well. All of you folks who have been talking up the praises of those for years, turns out you're correct. And I hope you're enjoying yours as much as we're enjoying ours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. The other one was that was kind of like the big gadget of years ago. And before that, I think it was the
Round beds
Instant
and mirrored
pot.
ceilings. What would Poe drink? Absinthe.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, he would. It would be absinthe. And if he were not an absinthe man, he would be a rye man. So he'd be drinking these
Or
probably
absinthe and rye.
probably what we would call an old fashioned. That would be a Poe drink.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says snack dispenser over
Saturday.
there.
Ooh, excellent.
Saturday. Okay,
Hello.
good.
Big fun.
All right. That's amazing.
It's a great fun thing. I mean, you can put all sorts of things. I'll say that the seeds, they stick a little, but they still come out. You got to get the exact right size because it's a bit of a small refice. It looks like a gumball dispenser over here, but some things they tend to fall out a little bit.
Yeah, you got to put things that are small enough to drop through the little door.
Nuts. I remember seeing machines that would dispense like a handful of nuts for a quarter.
Lisa said, "See, Mount Airy has the best pool, and I have the best bar at my house close by."
By.
Wow,
Well,
that just sounds perfect.
Hello. Perfect storm.
And I have a badass pool too.
So, big fun coming through.
We're gonna drop by.
I'm hearing some fun ideas out there. I'm just saying. That's the stuff.
Exactly.
Let's see here.
What would Lovecraft drink?
Lovecraft hailed...
Hi, Sandra. Good to see you.
Didn't Lovecraft hail from Providence, Rhode Island? Am I wrong?
Did he?
I believe he spent at least some time there. I believe so did Poe.
Oh my gosh.
Although he's much better known for being a Baltimore guy.
Hold on. Sherry's saying, when we were kids, we loved Circle of Fear, hosted by Sebastian Cabot. Did you see that?
No.
I'm not even familiar with this. Wait, hold on. I remember an episode with a girl, her grandpa, a dollhouse, and cookies that twisted grandpa turned into voodoo dolls. What?
50 years later. Oh, wow. Oh.
All right.
Jodie Foster.
I need to look this up. Okay, all
Oh,
right.
boy.
Sherry, thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
As far as freaky shows,
I'm amazed.
When we were
and I need to look this
when
up.
we were very young, there was still Night Gallery, Rod Serling's Night Gallery. Some of those are very good, and some of those are just terrible.
Oh my gosh!
And Rod Serling was the first one to tell you.
Aaron.
And boom.
The champagne glass hot tub.
The tub. Oh, that's so cool. That's cool. Cthulhu Cola. Yep. Yeah, we're in. That's what he drink.
Cthulhu Cola. Jess says.
What would he have had consumed circa 1910 when he was composing the novels?
Lisa, yeah. When it warms up,
yep.
We're there. We're there.
There's a lot of classic pre-Prohibition drinks that he might have enjoyed. Ward 8, that's a possibility. The New Yorker, that's a possibility. Yeah, it's always possible. Not a sidecar, that wasn't around yet. Nope. But your old-fashioned style cocktail, sure. Stone Fence, why not? Seasonal classics like a Tom and Jerry or a Nog, absolutely.
Aaron says do a show live from the hot tub. I'm all about doing this.
I could get into that.
I'm all about doing this. That would be so fun.
That sounds like fun. Hey, look what's on the screen there. Suggested to us.
Cotton Comes to Harlem.
Cotton Comes to Harlem. Just watched this recently. We still need to see the end of it. It's actually a lot of fun.
They keep serving up things you've already seen.
Yeah, might as well.
That's all right.
Might as well. I tell you. Big fun. I'm trying to think of like what these guys would have been imbibing. Absinthe was still legal in the States at the time, so absinthe drinks would have been. And of course, there's not only the drip, but there's the one with the lemonade, which is actually a much better deployment. Imho. If I'm going to bother with absinthe at all, I would do that. And that, of course, is basically how you make sort of a Dr. Funk, which I like. So that's something.
I like a Dr. Funk.
I like a Dr. Funk.
Yeah.
I like a Dr. Funk. Two at the most. But so that's what I kind of think with these guys. It all seems to be that era of like, they were drinking this stuff. Absinthe has this magic power historically, which is ridiculous. It's just high-proof booze. That's all. You can make it into some very good drinks.
Oh, Doug's asking, what was the Port Jervis Hotel idea? We got to get with Marty about that.
There's a hotel, which is the, is it the Old Erie or just the Erie? It was originally
the Erie Hotel,
When the port was a big railroad hub, there was a hotel there that was where people hung out while they were waiting for train changes.
Coca-Cola and cocaine.
They have a classic woody panel bar. I have had a couple of beers in there, and it's a really cool place. And they happen to have a tiki bar. So there was a whole idea about doing an event there and hanging with the joint and just being in the hotel and having a few tiki drinks. And the thing is that the tiki bar is a plastic cup beach bar. So you could you can ask for a Mai Tai. I don't know what you're going to get.
Well, that's all part of the experience, isn't it?
I'm the one who would actually go into a bar that has no clue and say Mai Tai and see what happens. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes I just think, what just happened? Because I know what goes into the drink, and that's not it. And I won't criticize as much as I would be amazed and write a story about it.
Earl says, how does Rod Serling continually show his teeth while he's talking? He does do that.
He just kind of did that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Apparently he was very nervous to be on camera. That his network kind of insisted, no, we need you to be the host. So he was always just freaking out, and that's why he's always just doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And of course, the inevitable cigarette. Well, his show was sponsored by American Tobacco. So, of course, he's smoking all the time. He kind of smoked himself to death.
It's an adventure. It's all part of the experience.
All part of the experience, honey. But Rod, Rod with the Zone, unparalleled. They give him another chance at a series. It gets taken away from him. He wasn't happy
Eric
about
says, I think he'd been doing a lot of ventriloquism techniques before he became the host.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh, my God. Right, I love the champagne glass Poconos idea. I love the Port Jervis idea.
Both of these locations are driving distance for us, so it's very plausible for us to get this sort of thing together. And live broadcasts from either, I think we can make such things happen. I have actually seen said tiki bar in person. It wasn't operating at the time. They were totally closed. But I was at the main bar, and I just decided, like, you go towards the convenience, and you suddenly see that other bar. And I just kind of checked it out, see what's going on. So I have an idea of what's going on there. That needs some work. Needs some work. It could be a really great place. It's a fun location. The port is severely Rust Belt, but like all of the Rust Belt right now, it's got a lot of potential. So we'll just say that.
Lisa says we may get poisoned, but we'll be okay after the rotten drinks. Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says thank you for another great live.
Oh,
thank you for joining us. Okay.
Yeah, this is killer.
So we're definitely going live next Wednesday from wherever we will be.
Wherever you might be. Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say right now, but we may or may not be home. But anyway.
We'll see what happens, folks.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, Port Jervis. Okay, so Amy, if you're coming to our place, which you've been to.
Yep.
If you keep going another 18 miles on I-84.
West.
Just
Due west.
Across the border from Pennsylvania. So you're in Port Jervis, you go over the bridge, you're in Pennsylvania.
So right before you get to PA, bang, there's the port.
Yep.
The port was literally a port. It's also a railroad depot.
Yep.
It was kind of the place where I think the canal started there that leads you up towards Rosendale and then eventually to Kingston. So there's
Aaron,
a lot of history
I'm going to
there
look into this.
with transportation.
I'm very interested to follow these links.
And if you actually check out the downtown section, it still looks very boarded up. But it's actually one of the major stops.
Thank you, Lisa. We're going to take you. We're going to take you up on that. So
it's one of the major stops on the commuter line. So it has an
it's
active
the last
railroad.
stop on our train line.
Well, the last stop.
It's a half hour beyond us on the train, but if you're driving, it's less than a half hour.
So if you ever thought it took a long time to get here from, say, Hoboken, it takes another half hour to get you out to Port Jervis. Yeah. Big fun. But Port, it's also on the river. You're right in your PA. There's a lot going on there.
Exactly.
So it's really, it's kind of a hopping place in terms of real estate, I think. And these days, look, you're proximate to everything now, aren't you?
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Interesting.
We will absolutely take you up on that.
Yep. Road trip.
Wait. Yeah.
Well, when everything is possible again.
Exactly.
Let's talk about such things. Because that's kind of fun. Well,
I think so. All right. Is it time?
I'm out, so I guess I got to do something, but it's about that time.
Here, you can have that.
Oh, I can have this. Thank you. It's an empty beer.
It's not empty.
It's not empty.
There's a drag in there. Jeez Louise.
All right, I'll take the drag out of it.
Some people have no gratitude.
I do have gratitude. There's a drag.
Look at that.
Oh. I get the Dixie
Anyway.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, the Glendora's wine tour. Yes. Yeah. We gotta...
seriously.
When everything's good, Glendora's wine tour will happen. I feel good about that one.
These things will be restored.
Oh, Lisa's son lived in Port Jervis.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
How about that?
Well,
all close.
Glendora's wine tour will happen.
Mm-hmm. It's in the plans.
As God is my witness, Glendora's wine tour.
It's in the planning stages, folks.
Yes.
Kicking it.
All right.
Okay.
So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. Another fine broadcast. We inaugurated the air fryer and the snack carousel.
I know. So exciting.
Boy. Triple candy machine. Oh, this is fun. You could put gumballs in there, I think. Small gumballs.
No, they would have to be...
Well, very small gumballs. I think they would work. Yep. It's kind of saying like, hello, delicious snacks coming your way. Yes, they are coming your way. Fun things. Some great drinks tonight. We decided to throw a few beer drinks at you because it was very suitable towards bar snacks. Pub food, of course. The actual pub snacks tonight, onion rings and potato skins, were awesome. So if you have one of these babies and you haven't done those, I would say check it out. If you're interested in an air fryer, you could always ask us about what we bought. It's actually a very good machine, I think. So,
thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Party on.
Amy, we will be in touch. We haven't done any planning on this, so we are counting on you.
There's been a lot else happening that have really been distracting the mind.
Yeah.
And when we can focus, we will absolutely take your advisement because
hello, Hans, and cheers to you.
Tremendous value that I can't do. So there we go. Yep.
All right. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will. I gotta find my phone.
Yep.
And we.